Good evening, colleagues. Welcome to the official pre-match press conference for tomorrow's game between Ghana and Austria. This is the venue for the game. I have with me the head coach of Ghana, Tolado, and then captain of the
Hey.
Sorry. And captain of the Black Stars, Jordan Ayew. Before I take your questions, I would like to pick up their general overview of the game. In summary, Coach, tell us what your expectations are ahead of tomorrow's game. So he answers, then you can translate.
Okay.
You can go ahead.
Yes. Okay, so I talk in English, no? Okay. Okay, yeah. So first of all, yeah, thank you. Yeah, we're very pleased to be here. I think it will be a very, very interesting game. Surely we expect an intense game, as all the Austrian matches are, and everybody knows the coach who likes to press high and a little bit of Red Bull school. So this is what we expect. We know that they are very, very good, very, very physical, very, very high intensity, a lot of runs. The profiles of the players are really, really high. They play in good clubs. But we also have good players, good footballers. Will be very, very interesting also for us after a long period to play in Europe against a European team. And I think for both teams it will be a very, very good test match.
Okay, thank you. Before I pick your questions, Jordan, also share with us what the players are looking forward to ahead of tomorrow's game.
We know tomorrow is going to be a tough game, very tough game, because Austria is a very good team, but obviously it will be a good test because it's a high-profile game, and going into the World Cup, playing this type of games is only a positive thing as well. So as players, we're really looking forward to it, and we'll see how it goes. We have the ambition to have a good result tomorrow, so we're not coming here just for holidays or just to walk. We're coming here to work hard and to perform and to get a good result. It's not going to be easy, but we'll give ourselves the best chance to be successful tomorrow.
Okay, colleagues, it's now time for your questions. I will pick questions for the coach first before we go to the captain. Yes, Monica.
Hi, my name is Monica. You named the 26-man squad, and just a day or 2 days after, you had Inaki Williams and Brendan from Asasante pulling out because of one or two reasons. Does it take anything away from the team?
Yeah, I mean, if somebody gets injured, it's always not a good situation. I think Iñaki had a good form, and Brendan actually came back from his injury. And before that, he also scored a lot of goals. So, yeah, I'm really, really sorry for them. It will be, again, a good possibility also for them to show themselves. Yeah, I'm very, very happy that the team seems to be in a good shape. And Ransford, Jeboa, Königsdorfer came to replace them. And, I think we have to focus on what is ahead of us. There's no time and there's no need to look behind who could be here. There are a lot of others who are injured also, and I hope that everybody will be ready at least before the World Cup. And now I still think we have a good squad to beat Austria.
Okay, we take the next question. Yes, Frank.
Okay, my name is Frank Ejam, Paper Media from Germany, Hamburg. My question is to Coach. Among the two teams or the two nations you are playing against, most Ghanaians are of the belief that Germany is tougher than Austria. So for that matter, at all costs you have to win against Austria, even if you are going to lose to Germany. Are you also sharing the same opinion that among the two nations, Austria is a bit easier for your team to win as against Germany? And the last time we played Austria, way back 19 years ago, it ended 1-1 here in Austria. How ready is your team ahead of tomorrow's game? Thank you.
Okay, the first question is, I think in now modern days football, to be honest, everyone can beat everyone. I'm very, very sure. And I think we saw it at the last World Cup that there's no team to be underrated. And surely Germany is a high profile, but to be honest, I'm not thinking about Germany now. So for us, it's the full focus on Austria. We want to win every match we play. This is for sure. And now the full focus is on Austria. We saw what they do. We analyzed them well. And I'm very, very hopeful that the players will do it at the end. It's about them. And the focus on Austria, we know what to do. We now have to execute. And like I said, it will be an intense game. And this is what we're looking up to. And after the match, we will think about Germany.
Okay, next question. There is a hand at the back.
Alles Chile von der Austria Presseagentur, Herr Adolf, auf Deutsch können wir es machen. Eine Frage, weil Sie auch den Ralf Rangnick erwähnt haben, oder den Spielstil von Ralf Rangnick. Sie kennen ihn ja von Bundesliga-Zeiten. Hat es da irgendwelche besonderen Duelle gegeben, irgendwelche besonderen Momente im Zusammenhang mit Ralf Rangnick?
Besondere, er wollte mich mal haben als Spieler nach Stuttgart. Da haben wir zum ersten Mal, glaube ich, Kontakt gehabt. Da war ich, glaube ich, bei Hannover 96. Das war bevor ich nach Dortmund gegangen bin. Und ansonsten, klar, also ich glaube, in Deutschland ist der Trainer natürlich eine Koryphäe. Hat damals, ich glaube, auch für Furore gesorgt, als er die Viererkette so eingeführt hatte. Damals hat man, glaube ich, noch mit Libero gespielt und 2 Vorstoppern. Und jetzt hat er schon auch in Deutschland sich einen sehr, sehr großen Namen gemacht. Spätestens als er mit Leipzig, aber auch mit Hoffenheim, dass er da vorangetrieben hat, von der 4. Liga, glaube ich, hoch bis in die Bundesliga. Und ja, ist ein sehr renommierter Trainer, sehr guter Trainer. Und ich habe für ihn vorhin sehr, sehr großen Respekt.
So a question regarding any common denominator with the coach from the Austrian team, Ralf Rangnick, and have you had any matches with him in the Bundesliga? Well, I could say that I think met for the first time around 1996. I think it was before the Dortmund time, and I know that Ralf Rangnick is a very renowned coach in Germany. You could say quite a legend, you could say. For instance, introducing the back four in Germany when it was really a novelty at that time. And then again, of course, he also had enjoyed quite a success with the Leipzig Football Club. So he's a very known name, a renowned coach, and so a great matchup.
Christian Reichel von der Kronenzeitung. Herr Ado, welche sind die Spieler in Österreichs Team, von denen Sie am meisten beeindruckt sind?
Ich glaube, das Mittelfeld ist schon sehr, sehr beeindruckend mit ihrer Laufintensität, Laufstärke, mit Schlager, Baumgartner. So. Sehr, sehr beeindruckend. Klar muss ich auch sagen, dass ich großer Fan von seinem Spielstil, von David Alaba bin natürlich. Aber ich glaube, das Mittelfeld ist, glaube ich, so das Kernstück. Diese Laufintensität, dieses Pressing. Das machen sie schon sehr, sehr gut und da müssen wir wirklich aufpassen.
So, question to the coach, which players do you consider to be, well, the most interesting one when it comes to the Austrian team? So, I think that the midfield as a whole is very impressive indeed. They run a lot, they play a very intensive game, lots of pressing, and I could name, for instance, players like Baumgartner or David Alaba, who I really like.
Leim habe ich vergessen, ehrlich gesagt. Das ist auch gefährlich, sehr gefährlich.
Is your question for the coach?
Yes.
Okay, that will be the last one for the coach. Then we go to the captain.
Christian Albrecht, Kleine Zeitung. Herr Adolf, Ralf Rangnick meinte, er hätte die Testspielgegner bewusst so ausgewählt, zum Beispiel jetzt Ghana, um einen afrikanischen Gegner zu haben. Ist Ghana für Österreich ein vergleichbarer Gegner wie Algerien und bei der Weltmeisterschaft? Was Ihrer Sicht?
Wie Algerien?
Ja.
Puh, schwierig. Also ich glaube, insgesamt hat jedes Land und dann auch jeder Trainer seinen eigenen Stil. Deswegen ist es immer schwierig, ich sag mal, Taktiken auch zu vergleichen. Vom Spielertypen kann man sagen, vielleicht ja. Algerien hat natürlich auch sehr, sehr viel Erfahrung auf dem afrikanischen Kontinent. Auch wenn es Nordafrikaner sind, haben sie, glaube ich, schon auch das, was die Intensität angeht, was diese Resilienz angeht, sind sie ähnlich wie wir. Da kann man schon einen Vergleich hinzuziehen. Und ich glaube, das ist es, worauf Österreich sich vorbereiten will. Für uns ist es auf der anderen Seite auch ein gutes Matchup. Wir spielen gegen Kroatien, kann man auch nicht mit Österreich 1:1 vergleichen, weil Kroatien hat auch einen anderen Spielstil. Trotzdem ist es eine europäische Mannschaft, die sehr, sehr stark in den letzten Jahren auch gezeigt hat, gegen Widerstände sich immer wieder auch von der Mentalität her durchgesetzt hat und sehr, sehr viel erreicht hat für dieses, in Anführungsstrichen, kleine Land. Und da kann man auch im Vergleich für uns, aus unserer Sicht, mit Österreich setzen.
Question to the coach. So apparently Ralf Rangnick really selected friendly teams on purpose. So for instance, selecting Ghana comparable to former match or former championship playing against Algeria. Well, this is the answer. It's a bit difficult to assess because obviously every country has its own playing style, and it's also a bit difficult to compare the tactics, for instance, between two countries. But we could agree to the fact that number one, Algeria is from Northern Africa, and number two, they could be quite comparable to us when it comes to the intensity of play or their resilience. So that's a comparison. And for us, then in turn, it's also good to be here to play against the European team because we're going to play Croatia. And although, credit to the fact that they have a bit of a different playing style when it comes to comparing Croatia to Austria, but still it's a good test for us. And Croatians have shown that they've been able to surmount obstacles in the past, given the fact that they're a rather small country, for instance.
Okay, colleagues, so we'll pick two questions for the captain. Yes,
Fabito, congrats for leading your boys to qualify for our FIFA World Cup. Now my question is, you are playing against Austria and then Germany. These are two crucial games for our preparation ahead of the World Cup. Now, many a times when we are playing friendly matches, you see the senior boys pulling out, maybe through injuries, personal issues and stuff. But this one, with the exception of one or two players, almost all of you are here. How crucial is this two matches for you guys?
Listen, personally, I don't think that the players will do it on purpose to be pulling out from games and those type of things because we want to play for our country, we want to do well for our country, so every game is important. Even though we know these two games are really important, but even previously the other games were important as well, but just that sometimes it is what it is, you know. Coming to these two games, listen, tomorrow is going to be a tough game, Monday will be a tough game, so we'll do our best. I think we were preparing really well, you know, tactically, technically, physically, we're really good. So let's see what happens tomorrow. I don't want to talk too much because obviously we've had a couple of days of training and what I've seen is positive. So we're ready for tomorrow and we'll see if we can get a positive result because we want to get a positive result, and after Monday will take care of itself.
Okay. All right. Okay, so colleagues, that will be it. We have to go for training. Thank you so much. The first 15 minutes of training is open to the media, and after that, the security apparatus will ensure that you are guarded out, so we continue our training. Thank you.
For years, Ghana's sports ministry has often been linked to a lion's den because of the public pressure and the constant media scrutiny. For many, they are advised not to take the position because of the troubles it comes with. But briefly, a year after taking over, it seems the Honorable Kofi Adams has a grip on the ministry. No noise, the job is being done quietly. And the sports fund has also been passed, which many believe will lay the foundation to the development of Ghana sports. My name is Joel Eshen. Welcome to Sports Check right here on Ghana Web TV. Today, we sit with the Minister of Sports and Recreation and the Member of Parliament for the good people of Boem constituency. Honorable, good afternoon and thanks for joining us on Ghana Web TV.
Good afternoon and thanks for the opportunity.
Honorable, were you advised to stay away because often the tag is that this ministry is like a lion's den. Every day, your name is being mentioned on radio, on TV, and on social media.
Well, let me say thank you once again for this opportunity. Hardly do we get a chance to sit with such credible platforms to speak to them, and so it's good. Was I advised to stay away? Well, people raise concerns, but that should end it. The rest is for me to take note of and take the appropriate caution and in progressing as far as the sports, running the sports ministry is concerned. So concerns were raised. People spoke about it. Some even questioned whether I have any sports background to want to come and handle such a difficult space. But all this served as a guide. And that guide, the support I've enjoyed from His Excellency the President and colleagues have kept me going.
But Honorable, it's been barely a year. You were sworn into office in
More than a year.
Yes, a year and a month. What would you say has been the secret for you, because you've been leading the sports ministry with some level of calmness? We don't hear a lot of noise, unlike the previous years.
Well, you see, the president made the work a little bit easier for me when he indicated clearly he wanted publicity of many things that we do, including our finances. Yeah. Because mostly that is where the danger lays. Yeah. Where you are advised not to reveal this, not to reveal that, keep this quiet, because when you do, it will create problems. But that was what kept creating the problem. Yeah. So they say if you continue doing the same thing, same way,
you won't get different results.
You won't get different results. So if for the many years down the lane, what we have observed and continuing to look back, we have always seen one problem after the other. Then the solution is not continuing to do the same thing. The solution is doing something different. And what is that different is to bring transparency, because transparency will build trust. So we've decided to open up everything. Let the people know what is going on. And through that, you will get some calmness in, because if you don't let people know and you leave it only for the few, when the few decides to come against you, there will be nobody standing
behind you.
So His Excellency made it much easier for me. And I personally also love transparency. I love openness. I love to engage. I love to let people know what is happening. I'm particularly not interested in like showing that I'm the one who have done A, B, C, D. All I want is that people must know. At the end of the day, people can carry the glory and go and say they did A, they did B, and so on. I don't really worry much about that. Once we have the results and things are getting better and everybody is speaking good about the system, we all celebrate in it. And so it's been great. And I have a great team also, from my chief director to the last person in this ministry. Oh, wow. The chief director is good. She's a workaholic. She understands her onions, and she's been part of the reasons for these successes that we have chalked. Of course, we have challenged the directors, many of whom have been here for quite some time. We have challenged them to even work harder and to let them know that it cannot be business as what? Usual. Where you just see it and we don't factor much the welfare of athletes and then what have you. No, we must make sure that we do that and build around them, because of course we exist because of these athletes. So your priority must be them, both active and retired ones. Have a certain level of focus, and then you can then be able to develop sports, and the sports can now also bring you development as a country. Otherwise, you just continue pumping money in and you don't see the development, and you are not able to develop the sport, and the sport is also not able to help develop your country.
So, Minister, will you say that now it's like the gap between Ghanaians and the team has now been closed, because now they don't have to worry or speculate about budget and monetary allocations, because they know that the minister will definitely let us know?
Well, it's work in progress. I wouldn't say that we have reached there. I have a certain objective to get to that point.
Okay.
Where every action that is taken, that will commit public funds, or that will commit even funds raised from the public, will be known by the public.
Okay.
I want us to get to that point where nobody will have any doubt. We haven't reached there yet.
Okay.
I won't say that we have reached there, because there's still a lot of resistance.
Yeah.
Recently, when I have to appear before Parliament to brief them, at a certain point even, some parliamentarians were concerned whether some information should be made public or not. I said, well, as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing to be hidden about this information. And it was to do with the estimated budget for the national team's preparation towards the World Cup.
The World Cup.
I said, let's put it out there. It's public money. It's their money. They need to know. If they think that this is not the way their money should be spent, let's have a conversation around it. So that those who are going to be getting that money themselves will also know that this is the view of the people whose money is being put together. But where you make it just sound like it's between you, the ministry or the minister, and the playing body and the officials, it limits your capacity and it limits the understanding. And it creates a heated and an atmosphere that generates hate. But when you make it out there, and you are a player and you know that, the conversation by all is around this. When you are negotiating, you know how to negotiate. When the conversation is out there and is opened, when they bring it to you, you know that no. From the conversation out there, it was said that I'm supposed to get 1 cedi. But why is it 50 pesos? So you will know, right from the word go, that it is not 50 pesos you are entitled to. You are entitled to 1 cedi. Or nobody will also come and deceive you that, oh, you were entitled to 5 cedi.
When it's 1 cedi.
When it was maybe 50 pesos. That the person saw 5 all right, but he didn't know that there was point before the 5. So, but because it wasn't discussed in the public, the person saw 5 and think that it can be 0.5. So it is 5. Yeah. So they will go and tell somebody that you are entitled to 5. Then they deliver to you 0.5. Then you said, no, I'm entitled to 5. So somebody has chopped 4.5 of my money, when actually nobody. So having that conversation out there helps in building trust. And once there is trust, the next thing is that the love will come.
Yeah.
So when they were launching and all the campaigns before President Mahama won and appointed me here campaigning for the love, it will be difficult to achieve the love when you don't first bring transparency to build trust. in football, trust is what brings the love. And what brings the trust is the transparency. When the people know that as we contribute to our club, this is what they are using our money for. That they buy a player, they tell you exactly how much it costs. They go for a game, they tell you how much it costs. They make an investment, they tell you how much they have gained. Then the people know that this is what our money is being used for. Transparency. So you get the trust out of that. And once there is trust, the love comes. You don't need to pay for it. You don't need to run any advert. You just have to act right and you get it free. Yeah. But when you think that it is about adverts, so you are spending money advertising and not doing what is right, the love will not come. And once the love doesn't come, it becomes difficult for you to mobilize the necessary resources to invest in the game.
All right, so we've spoken about the accountability part, being accountable to Ghanaians. Now, to the team, is there a specific target from the government for the team? Because it looks like in the last 5 tournaments or so, we've never gone past the group stage. So is there a specific target for the Black Stars from the government that at least, this is a 48-nation World Cup, at least you need to get to this stage?
Well, I think it is the, well, I'm not going to add the AFCONs. In terms of the World Cup, I think it's the last 3 we haven't done. 2014,
2022.
And then 2022.
But
For 2018, we didn't even qualify.
Yeah.
So we were not even appearing, let alone to be able to get out of the group
I think
stage.
I added the AFCONs to make it
so
5.
I want to look at the World Cup first. As for AFCONs, also look at the recent one. We didn't also
qualify.
even appear.
Yeah.
So
in the World Cup, the last 2.
We have a target for them, and it is in setting this target that made me propose a new model of paying what has been described as an appearance fee. There is no such thing like an appearance fee for World Cup. Some countries don't do it. Many countries don't do it. Many countries don't do it. Some give motivations depending on your performance. If you take a country like Germany, if they go for a World Cup and quarterfinals for them is their lowest.
Yeah.
So they've set a standard that anything below quarterfinals, it means if we didn't go, it was even better. We, as a country, are also working to say that at the World Cup level, our best performance should be the next round after the group stage.
That's round of 16.
That should be, well, now they've introduced round of 32.
So round of 32.
In the past, it would have been round of 16.
Yeah.
So we are saying that should be your lowest. That don't just be counted among the countries that participated. Move the next step should be your lowest. If you exit at the group stage, you haven't done anything.
Okay.
If we exit at the group stage, it means that both the playing body and the technical team have failed us miserably. And so we need to go above that and get to the knockout stages. Then we will say that is what I'm beginning to set as a minimum standard for World Cup.
Okay.
Good evening, colleagues, and welcome to the official pre-match press conference for tomorrow's game between Ghana and Austria. This is the venue for the game. I have with me the head coach of Ghana, Ernst Happel, and then captain of the
Hey.
Sorry. And captain of the Black Stars, Jordan Ayew. Before I take your questions, I would like to pick up their general overview of the game. In summary, Coach, tell us what your expectations are ahead of tomorrow's game. So he answers, then you can translate.
Okay.
You can go ahead.
Yes. Okay, so I talk in English, no? Okay. Okay, yeah. So first of all, yeah, thank you. Yeah, we're very pleased to be here. I think it will be a very, very interesting game. Surely we expect an intense game, as all the Austria matches are, and everybody knows the coach who likes to press high and a little bit of Red Bull school. So this is what we expect. We know that they are very, very good, very, very physical, very, very high intensity, a lot of runs. The profiles of the players are really, really high. They play in good clubs. But we also have good players, good footballers. Will be very, very interesting also for us after a long period to play in Europe against a European team. And I think for both teams it will be a very, very good test match.
Okay, thank you. Before I pick your questions, Jordan, also share with us what the players are looking forward to ahead of tomorrow's game.
We know tomorrow is going to be a tough game, very tough game, because Austria is a very good team. But obviously, it will be a good test because it's a high-profile game, and going into the World Cup, playing this type of games is only a positive thing for us. So, as players, we're really looking forward to it, and we'll see how it goes. We have the ambition to have a good result tomorrow. So, we're not coming here just for holidays or just to walk. We're coming here to work hard and to perform and to get a good result. It's not going to be easy, but we'll give ourselves the best chance to be successful tomorrow.
Okay, colleagues, it's start time for your questions. I will pick questions for the coach first before we go to the captain. Yes, Monica.
Hi, my name is Monica. You made the 26-man squad, and just a day or 2 days after, you had Inaki Williams and Brendan from Masasante pulling out because of 1 or 2 reasons. It doesn't take anything away from the team.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody gets injured, it's always not a good situation. I think Inaki had a good form, and Brendan actually came back from his injury. And before that, he also scored a lot of goals. So, yeah, I'm really, really sorry for them. It will be, again, a good possibility also for them to show themselves. Yeah, I'm very, very happy that the team seems to be in a good shape. And Ransford, Jeboa, Königsdorfer came to replace them. And yeah, I think we have to focus on what is ahead of us. There's no time and there's no need to look behind who could be here. There are a lot of others who are injured also, and I hope that everybody will be ready at least before the World Cup. And now I still think we have a good squad to beat Austria.
Okay, we take the next question. Yes, Frank.
Okay, my name is Frank Ejam, FIFA Media from Germany, Hamburg. My question is to Coach. Among the two teams or the two nations you are playing against, most Ghanaians are of the belief that Germany is tougher than Austria. So for that matter, at all costs you have to win against Austria, even if you are going to lose to Germany. Are you also sharing the same opinion that among the two nations, Austria is a bit easier for your team to win as against Germany? And the last time we played Austria, way back 19 years ago, it ended 1-1 here in Austria. How ready is your team ahead of tomorrow's game? Thank you.
Okay, the first question is, I think in now modern days football, to be honest, everyone can beat everyone. I'm very, very sure. And I think we saw it at the last World Cup that there's no team to be underrated. And surely Germany is a high profile, but to be honest, I'm not thinking about Germany now. So for us, it's the full focus on Austria. We want to win every match we play. This is for sure. And now the full focus is on Austria. We saw what they do. We analyzed them well, and I'm very, very hopeful that the players will do it at the end. It's about them, and the focus on Austria. We know what to do. We now have to execute, and like I said, it will be an intense game, and this is what we're looking up to. And after the match, we will think about Germany.
Okay, next question. There is a hand at the back.
Ernst Happel von der Austria Presseagentur, Herr Adler, auf Deutsch können wir es machen. Eine Frage, weil Sie auch den Ralf Rangnick erwähnt haben, oder den Spielstil von Ralf Rangnick. Sie kennen ihn ja von Bundesliga-Zeiten. Hat es da irgendwelche besonderen Duelle gegeben, irgendwelche besonderen Momente im Zusammenhang mit Ralf Rangnick?
Besondere, er wollte mich mal haben als Spieler nach Stuttgart. Da haben wir zum ersten Mal, glaube ich, Kontakt gehabt. Da war ich, glaube ich, bei Hannover 96. Das war bevor ich nach Dortmund gegangen bin. Und ansonsten, klar, also ich glaube, in Deutschland ist der Trainer natürlich eine Koryphäe. Hat damals, ich glaube, auch für Furore gesorgt, als er die Viererkette so eingeführt hatte. Damals hat man, glaube ich, noch mit Libero gespielt und 2 Vorstoppern. Und jetzt hat er schon auch in Deutschland sich einen sehr, sehr großen Namen gemacht. Spätestens als er mit Leipzig, aber auch mit Hoffenheim, dass er da vorangetrieben hat, von der 4. Liga, glaube ich, hoch bis in die Bundesliga. Und ja, ist ein sehr renommierter Trainer, sehr guter Trainer. Und ich habe für ihn vorhin sehr, sehr großen Respekt.
So a question regarding any common denominator with the coach from the Austrian team, Ralf Rangnick, and have you had any matches with him in the Bundesliga? Well, I could say that I think met for the first time around 1996. I think it was before the Dortmund time, and I know that Ralf Rangnick is a very renowned coach in Germany. You could say quite a legend, you could say. For instance, introducing the back four in Germany when it was really a novelty at that time. And then again, of course, he also had enjoyed quite a success with the Leipzig Football Club. So he's a very known name, a renowned coach, and so a great matchup.
Christian Reichel von der Kronenzeitung. Herr Ado, welche sind die Spieler in Österreichs Team, von denen Sie am meisten beeindruckt sind?
Ich glaube, das Mittelfeld ist schon sehr, sehr beeindruckend mit ihrer Laufintensität, Laufstärke, mit Schlager, Baumgartner. So. Sehr, sehr beeindruckend. Klar muss ich auch sagen, dass ich großer Fan von seinem Spielstil, von David Alaba bin natürlich. Aber ich glaube, das Mittelfeld ist, glaube ich, so das Kernstück. Diese Laufintensität, dieses Pressing. Das machen sie schon sehr, sehr gut und da müssen wir wirklich aufpassen.
So, question to the coach, which players do you consider to be, well, the most interesting one when it comes to the Austrian team? So, I think that the midfield as a whole is very impressive indeed. They run a lot, they play a very intensive game, lots of pressing, and I could name, for instance, players like Baumgartner or David Alaba, who I really like.
Leim habe ich vergessen, ehrlich gesagt. Das ist auch gefährlich, sehr gefährlich.
Is your question for the coach?
Yes.
Okay, that will be the last one for the coach. Then we go to the captain.
Christian Albrecht, kleine Zeitung. Herr Adel, Ralf Rangnick meinte, er hätte die Testspielgegner bewusst so ausgewählt, zum Beispiel jetzt Ghana, um einen afrikanischen Gegner zu haben. Ist Ghana für Österreich ein vergleichbarer Gegner wie Algerien und bei der Weltmeisterschaft? Was wäre das?
Wie Algerien?
Ja.
Puh, schwierig. Also ich glaube, insgesamt hat jedes Land und dann auch jeder Trainer seinen eigenen Stil. Deswegen ist es immer schwierig, ich sag mal, Taktiken auch zu vergleichen. Vom Spielertypen kann man sagen, vielleicht ja. Algerien hat natürlich auch sehr, sehr viel Erfahrung auf dem afrikanischen Kontinent. Auch wenn es Nordafrikaner sind, haben sie, glaube ich, schon auch das, was die Intensität angeht, was diese Resilienz angeht, sind sie ähnlich wie wir. Da kann man schon einen Vergleich hinzuziehen. Und ich glaube, das ist es, worauf Österreich sich vorbereiten will. Für uns ist es auf der anderen Seite auch ein gutes Matchup. Wir spielen gegen Kroatien, kann man auch nicht mit Österreich 1:1 vergleichen, weil Kroatien hat auch einen anderen Spielstil. Trotzdem ist es eine europäische Mannschaft, die sehr, sehr stark in den letzten Jahren auch gezeigt hat, gegen Widerstände sich immer wieder auch von der Mentalität her durchgesetzt hat und sehr, sehr viel erreicht hat für dieses, in Anführungsstrichen, kleine Land. Und da kann man auch im Vergleich für uns, aus unserer Sicht, mit Österreich setzen.
Question to the coach. So apparently Ralf Rangnick really selected friendly teams on purpose. So for instance, selecting Ghana comparable to former match or former championship playing against Algeria. Well, this is the answer. It's a bit difficult to assess because obviously every country has its own playing style, and it's also a bit difficult to compare the tactics, for instance, between two countries. But we could agree to the fact that, number one, Algeria is from Northern Africa, and number two, they could be quite comparable to us when it comes to the intensity of play or their resilience. So that's a comparison. And for us, then in turn, it's also good to be here to play against the European team because we're going to play Croatia. And although, credit to the fact that they have a bit of a different playing style when it comes to comparing Croatia to Austria, but still it's a good test for us. And Croatians have shown that they've been able to surmount obstacles in the past, given the fact that they're a rather small country, for instance.
Okay, colleagues, so we'll pick 2 questions for my captain. Yes,
Abito, congrats for leading your boys to qualify for our 5th World Cup. Now my question is, you are playing against Austria and then Germany. These are 2 crucial games for our preparation ahead of the World Cup. Now, many a times when we are playing friendly matches, you see the senior boys pulling out, maybe through injuries, personal issues and stuff. But this one, with the exception of 1 or 2 players, almost all of you are here. How crucial is this 2 matches for you guys?
Listen, personally, I don't think that the players we do it on purpose to be pulling out from games and those type of things because we want to play for our country, we want to do well for our country, so every game is important. Even though we know these 2 games are really important, but even previously the other games were important as well, but just that sometimes it is what it is, you know. Coming to these 2 games, listen, tomorrow is going to be a tough game, Monday will be a tough game, so we'll do our best. I think we were preparing really well, you know, tactically, technically, physically, we're really good. So let's see what happens tomorrow. I don't want to talk too much because obviously we've had a couple of days of training and what I've seen is positive. So we're ready for tomorrow and we'll see if we can get a positive result because we want to get a positive result, and after Monday will take care of itself.
Okay. All right. Okay, so colleagues, that will be it. We have to go for training. Thank you so much. The first 15 minutes of training is open to the media, and after that, the security apparatus will ensure that you are guarded out, so we continue our training. Thank you.
thanks for joining us. Good evening, wherever you are watching us from. This is Ghana Web TV, and we begin our official coverage for the 2026 FIFA World Cup with Ghana's first pre-World Cup friendly game against Austria. This is an opponent we've played before, and it ended 1-1. But this time around, it will be interesting to see the outcome of this particular game. The lineup is already in, so I'll be taking you through the lineup, and it is a big opportunity for some players and also for them to justify their inclusion in the final squad for USA, Canada, and Mexico. My name is Joel Etienne. Thanks for joining me here on YouTube, Facebook, X, and on GhanaWeb.com. Today, I'm being joined by my colleague here on the sports desk, Portia. Hella Portia will be here to take us through the history and the analysis. Everything you get to hear from Portia. So we'll take a quick breather. When we come back, I take you through the lineup, and then we delve straight into the build-up. Welcome back from that quick break. This is Ghana Web's coverage of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Black Stars of Ghana playing against Austria's national team. They've been in a very good form, and it will be interesting to see how the Ghanaian side will be faring against this particular opponent. So the first time we played against Austria, it was 1-1 at the same venue that Ghana will be playing today. Let me introduce Portia, and then I take you through the lineup. Portia, good evening, and thanks for joining me here.
Good evening. Thanks for having me too.
Yeah, how do you see the game? We have less than 15 minutes for us to start.
Okay, so actually Ghana and Austria had met before, and it was 1-1, as you said. And the lineup, so I think we have hope in the lineup, both on the Austria side and Ghana side. And I think we have upper hand over Austria at this point. And in the last 5 matches Ghana had played, Ghana had, I think, 3 wins and 2 lost without any draw. And with Australia, they had Austria had 3 wins, 1 draw, and 1 lost. So I think with our men we have now, we have upper hand against Austria.
All right, you can also drop your comment on the live feed, and I will be reading them for you. And let me read a few comments. Most Ghanaians are predicting a 3-0-2-0 win for Ghana. Eric Awuko, will you show the game? Yes, we're going to show this particular game. Now, let me take you through the lineup if I can have it on the screen. So, goalkeeper Lawrence Atizigi, yes, it's been to be in the post for the Black Stars. So Lawrence Atizigi will be in post for Ghana. We are going with the back 3. Derek Atacon plays for Union Berlin. Derek Atacon is in there. Jonah Adjete is also there. Alexander Jiku and Alexander Jiku. So these are going to be our back 4. And there is also Prince Edu Kwabena, formerly of Bete United, Kwesi Sibo, Thomas Partey, Jordan Ayew, Abdul Fattah Issahaku, and the man who just won the Carabao Cup for Manchester City, Antoine Semenyo. Portia, this is Ghana's lineup.
Yeah. So actually, Ghana's lineup, I'm in love with it. So it's a 3-4-1-2, right, formation. And I think we have our 3 key players in it. That's Semenyo, Jordan Ayew, we have Thomas Partey, and I think with this, we have a upper hand over Austria, as our coach said during his pre-match interview yesterday. So I think we are good to go.
All right, we are good to go. Let me take you back to the screen, and we take you through the lineup of Austria. Yes, goalkeeper Saga. Yes, goalkeeper Alexander Saga is in there, and their back 4. You have Stefan Pors, Kelvin Danso. There is also Fred Marco wearing the jersey number 23, 16, playing as a left back. It is Philip Nweni, left back. In midfield, we have Nicholas Seward, and Florian Glit. And attack, there is also the man wearing jersey number 18, Romano Schmidt, Michel Sabitzer plays for Borussia Dortmund. Michel Sabitzer plays for Borussia Dortmund. So that is Michel Sabitzer. The players are already on the pitch, and very soon we will see what will be going on. We have to transition to the stadium. Currently, Michel Sabitzer is the one going to captain the Austrian national team. So if we're ready, we can do the switch. And this looks like a 4-2-3-1 Ado Sola. I completely agree with you. This is a 4-2-3-1 formation. So it is looking like a similar one. And I want your prediction. Yes, kindly give me your predictions, and then we take it from there. But Portia, what will be your prediction for today?
So I have hope Ghana would give us maybe a 3-1. Yeah.
Do you have any scorers in mind?
Of course, I have Semenyo and Thomas Partey.
Antoine Semenyo and Partey are going to score. Okay. Not bad. But let me get your predictions to who wins this particular game. Yes, let me get your predictions to who wins this particular game. The Black Stars are in their yellow jersey, Austria in white. It looks like a fully packed stadium, fully packed stadium. And it will be interesting. Please, we'll take live stream. Yes, we'll take the live stream when they are ready. They will switch for us, and the game will be starting any moment from now. So if I get a signal, and then we go back. This Austrian team, I think that they've been pretty good in terms of competitions. In the last 10 games that they've played, they've lost only 2. Was Norway. So is this an opponent that Ghana can easily navigate?
Our new men on board, I think we have hope. Yeah, because our formation is, I think we have a upper hand over them because of our formation and how prepared our players are also. Yeah, so I think we have a upper hand over them.
All right, so we have the upper hand over them. Yeah, interesting upper hand, and we'll also take it. So you can drop your predictions, and if they are ready, we can switch to the game. This is Ghana Web TV. Kindly click the subscription button, like, share, and put us on post notification. We'll be back after the first 45 minutes.
Ensel.
Ja, diese beiden
man say, oh no, my goodness. Me papa ya santini, ni mami ya santini. Oh ya santini but pure. Nanso there be always on your Australia. Pony crack. Aya Austria for bet match first Ghana Brenton na there be Ghana Brenton diare Derrick on with them what Chubago kama or the one that told them Brenton diare aya Kozibo. Kwese pejabano Fatao Saku, Fatao na Kono, Fatao be Kotana, a chance for Ghana or pejabano nanso there be a go kick in Austria. My goodness, Junior.
The boy, now me expect to say after so cutting, at least could be taking a shot, but then when to take a shot, no. Party to a ransom for Tawi Shaku. Yeah, build it, yeah, process it. The young see bit in your first go, I can't see anymore.
Yeah, build it, process it, yeah, but when your first go, oh my goodness. I am Max 89.7 FM Commands Mona. I am 104.3 Ghana's finest ever commentator. I want to jump out to the room.
Ghana against Austria. The Black Stars currently trailing. Austria stole the ball within the 18-yard box of Ghana. Thomas Partey cleared the ball, but it's still in the Ghanaian area. Fatau Isahaku has managed to clear the ball out of danger. Now the Ghanaians can go on the attack. Prince Edu Kwabena. And he's been pushed. The referee says play must continue. But he believes that that was a foul. He believes that should have been a foul. Now Austria, so in the Ghanaian area, good interception from Alexander Jiku. They pin the Ghanaians in their own goal area. Can they get something out? Ghana and Austria. The Austrians still, they're whipping the ball. And this will be easy for goalkeeper Lawrence Atizigi. Let me bring you in. Lawrence Corby Asante, Ghana. Trailing Austria by Elongo via the penalty spot.
Well, Joe, I think it's not been a good start for the Ghanaian guys, most especially having conceded a goal from the spot kick. It comes back to, our defensive awareness, and the Austrians have capitalized on that to, get a first goal in the course of the game, so far as the first department is concerned. But I think this is a preparatory match, this is a trial match for a couple of players, and also for the technical heads to try something new, to, see to it how their ideas to impose into these players ahead of the Mundial coming on June 2026 is concerned. So it's a lesson ground for both teams, the Ghanaian players and also the Austrians. So this is not a highly competitive game, but I think it's for certain players, especially players who are not key members or actors so far as Ghana's collapse comes to play. The likes of Derek Atakon, seeing his first start in the shirt of the Black Stars. He has to deliver and prove a point. We saw Ajete in the Karen Cup against South Korea and also Japan. So we've seen him and we know what he has up his sleeves when it comes to the Black Stars. So these are some of the players, but also his partnership with Alexander Jiku. Currently, Mohamed Suli is out, and we need a solid center who will help Jiku cement that heart of defense. So, a lot is at stake so far as this game is concerned. And after this, there is another crouch encounter against Germany. So there is more room to learn a lot from these two international friendlies ahead of us.
All right, let me bring you Portia after 60 minutes, Ghana, and trailing by a long goal against Austria.
Oh, our prediction might not come to pass. Now you're scared, because in the 16th minute and you are getting a goal against Ghana. It's serious, but let's hope.
All right, so the Ghanaians give the ball away now. Austria, they pass their way out of trouble. Mr. Sabitzer is being pressed by Semenyo. Kelvin Danso will go to his left. Austria controlling the tempo of the game. Head coach Ralf Ragnick mentioned that it will be very important for them to control the game. And Antoine Semenyo attempted to clear a ball, but ends up giving a corner kick. Michel Sabitzer converted the penalty for the Austrians. Skimmett won the corner kick for the Austrians, fully packed stadium. Now Michel Sabitzer will handle the corner kick again. Goalkeeper Lawrence Atizigi, he needs this game to go in his favor if he has any chance. Sabitzer whipping the ball, but the Austrians, Grigori, couldn't connect to the ball and ends up giving a goal kick. Lawrence Atizigi, goalkeeper for the Black Stars, hasn't been in post for Ghana in over a year.
Yeah, I think currently he is okay even with the challenge that he's in, because Benjamin Asari hasn't been bad ever since he was given the opportunity to man the post for the senior national team. So if you are a player and you see a colleague showcasing what Benjamin Asare has been giving to the Black Stars, you wouldn't, panic. You only work hard when the opportunity comes, then you also take over. But it's rather unfortunate on the part of Atizigi that whenever he's being given the opportunity, then Ghana concedes. So it's one thing I don't know though, but probably things must work out for Atizigi, because imagine Benjamin Asare. He's been keeping a lot of clean sheets for the senior national team. But whenever it happened in our Karen Cup, the last international window back in November, similar thing happened. And this comes another opportunity. So we will see to it how, things pan out for these goalkeepers that we are having. But if you are having Benjamin Asare as your first man in between the two sticks, and also a certain Atizigi who has been a consistent performer for St. Gallen in the Switzerland League, it's a solid competition you've built. So let's see how things pan out for them. Maybe at the World Cup, at the World stage, the Mundial proper, we'll see what these players comes with it.
All right, so Ulas Enterprise, generator set, water pump, drilling machine, compactors, wheelbarrows. There is only one place for you, and that is Ulas Enterprise. You can contact them. The numbers are on your screen. Ulas sent 1979@gmail.com, at Jeringdano and Porsche Hotel, Medina Taxi Rank. Now, Austria still in possession. Black Stars struggling to get hold of the ball now. The Austrians in the left hand side, inside the 18-yard box. Can he get across? Backwards, Sibo was there to intercept and clear the ball, but it goes straight to Kelvin Danso. Jordan Ayew was able to hold on to possession. He won a foul to reduce the pressure on his team. Captain, it looks like today Jordan is playing as a central attacking midfielder.
Yeah, currently, you look at the squad, we barely have a creative attacking midfielder in the team. But Jordan Ayew can give you all this. He can play any position on the field of play, exception of defense. But from the midfield, the central midfielders, 8, 10, 9, 11, 7, he can operate in any of these positions. And we've seen him being the main man up front, spearheading the center forward role and banging in goals for us. He is our top scorer so far as the World Cup qualifiers comes to play. And in the recent games, since Otuado second coming, he has been the top scorer in Otuado's team. So drawing him back, we will suffer a bit to get in the goals. Already, we suffered to get in goals during the AFCON qualifiers and even in the World Cup. So we are not a team that we are proving scoring. So it's a major concern we are trying to get rid of, but it's really difficult because now if you have Jordan Pierre Ayew drawing that deep and not getting him as the target, who is going to get the goals at the back of the net for us? Antoine Semenyo is Antoine Semenyo, but he has not shown the Antoine Semenyo that we know, playing for FC Bournemouth and Manchester City in the shirt of the Black Stars. He is not a big game player when it comes to the Black Stars. There is absolutely no big game that Antoine Semenyo, ever since he was given, the opportunity to feature for Ghana, he has never proven anything in any competitive big game that he is that guy, the whole country, the whole stars, we can, give something upon his shoulders and he can deliver. Over 30 games, he has not surpassed 3 goals in the national shirt.
Antoine has played 30 games
already, and he has not surpassed 3 games. It's really difficult. And also, the likes of Fatau Ishahaku. These are on and off players. They will come today, tomorrow you won't see them. They will play 15-20 matches before they provide a goal. Kamaldeen Sulemana will give you not less than 10 games before he will give you 1 goal. So this is a major concern we have already. And we've been having this problem ever since Baby Jet hung his boots. And it's a major national problem that we are trying to, solve. So it won't just happen anytime soon. I think we need, that is why I was, in for an experienced manager who can, out of this group, can create something where we can, if we are not scoring 2-3 goals, we can still maneuver our way by getting 1 goal, protect that goal, not conceding. The game should travel to an extra time. You have penalty to decide. But upon what we've witnessed under Otuado countless times, there is absolutely nothing we can boast of. Because the game, if you are not scoring, we will be conceding goals. So it's a major national problem. But let's see to it how things pan out. This is a preparatory match, and we cannot, be on top of them that much. But after the game, we can all draw conclusions as to what is ahead of us coming June 2026.
All right, now the Ghanaians attacking down the right-hand side. Fatawi Saku to Kwesi Sibo sends the ball back to Thomas Partey. Derek Atakon, another player. Ghanaians are really, really watching if he will be the man to give the needed competition to Gideon Mensah, because Ghanaians believe that he's been too comfortable. Now back to Derek Korn, plays for Union Berlin in the German Bundesliga. He's managed to win an attacking throw-in for the Ghanaians. Derek Korn made his debut in the Korean Cup against South Korea. But can he give the needed pressure? Well intercepted for Derek Korn. The resulting challenge from Alexander Jiku. The resulting challenge from Alexander Jiku has been flagged, and it's going to be an attacking free kick for Ghana. Otuado is not happy with the decision of the referee. But guess what? There is absolutely nothing you can do once that whistle goes and there is no VAR. VAR don't even check tackles unless it's a red card. 25 minutes of action. Portia, Ghana 0, Austria 1.
I think Ghanaians are even losing hope. Or some are even changing their predictions in the comment section. And I think let's still hope on it. Yeah, actually, even though we are saying we've never had any positive outcome under the management of Otuado, I think with the new...
No, but he qualified us for a World Cup, so it's a positive outcome.
Maybe, you see, yes, we qualified for World Cup. We didn't qualify for AFCON. And even, AFCON. And even with the new 5 managements, they've even added to the
team.
The team. I think maybe with that, we can still get something. This is a friendly match.
Now, Austria going to whipping the ball inside the 18-yard box. The cross was very good, but Antoine Semenyo did his defensive job by clearing the ball out of danger, but ends up giving a very silly foul about just 2 meters away from the Ghanaian box. Jordan is not happy about the calls from the referee, but that was a foul on any day.
A clear foul, and a ball in a very advantageous position for the Austrians. If taken well, they can maybe get a second goal.
Yeah.
Now Austria will be taking charge of this free kick. Grigoric, Michael Grigoric, and Sabitzer Grigoric will leave Sabitzer to do the job. Sabitzer, and there is also Skemmet. Either one can take this particular free kick. Both of them are in good position to take it. They're whipping the ball, but the Black Stars clear the ball out of danger. But they are not out of the woods yet. Good news that they couldn't do anything with the
that was
set
a
piece.
good save.
Yeah, I think the defensive line did so well in that occasion because it was a very crucial position that the Austrians had the ball. If they had taken it well, they could have registered the second goal against the Black Stars. Defensively, I think Alexander Jiku, only problem you would have is the understanding between his partner because they've not played together for quite some time now, and this is virtually a new partnership. I mean, the technical heads are trying to create because there is no Mohamed Salisu who has seen more minutes between him and Alexander Chiku. So that understanding, that telepathic understanding, and also the cohesion was there. So he is now trying to cope with Ajete. And we don't know and we can't tell whether the coach will stick to Ajete and Jiku's partnership or the Cyprus guy, Lucasen. Is one
as it stands now, it's clear that
it's going to be Ajete.
Ajete has the position.
Yeah. Because the last international break, all the 2 games he played, and he was one of the brightest spots in all the games that we played. And today he's seen another opportunity again, meaning they've seen something positive in him, and he's not been bad at all donning the shirt. And also, maybe the only thing is to create that cohesiveness between him and Alexander Jiku. That understanding is very, very key. Central defenders, the 2 players in the central part of the defense, the understanding is so key. And even for a goalkeeper to, have his piece in between the 2 sticks, his centre backs, he needs them to come to the party. So I think we will see more. We will see more because post these friendly matches, there is another week. I think I'm hearing Wales and other countries, Mexico,
so in June we'll play against Wales and Mexico.
Yeah, all because of what we couldn't make it to the AFCON.
Yeah.
If we had, qualified for the AFCON, the competition proper and the competitiveness of the AFCON would have given the technical team a better, things to look through the team. But we will just be okay with the friendly matches. Friendly matches, you will lack that competitiveness from even your opponent. If you are to go in with your arsenals and all the plans, your opponent wouldn't give you that competitiveness. So you might even win games, but at the end of the day, when you get to the competitive nature, you just flatter to deceive your audience. So let's see how things pan out. But we are only hopeful that things will get better as soon as possible.
Jordan will pin the corner kick. The Black Stars! What a shot from Antoine Semenyo. But the Ghanaian boys believe that there was a foul or handball in the 18-yard box. The replay will give us a better picture. It still doesn't give us a clear view. But there was some rebound from Antoine Semenyo.
A very good one. He executed it so well, but only that the power behind the ball was too heavy, and also the direction. He couldn't have that on target. He's currently one of the big guys in the team because of where he plays.
Yes.
Playing for Manchester City.
And even his performance.
And the performance he's been putting across from last season, not only the 2025-2026. He started from...
Then Ghana dispossessed. Kwesi Simon needs to be very careful. He nearly cost Ghana another goal. He needs to think on his feet. He was slow, but the defense were able to clear the ball. Now Thomas Partey, he loses possession, but Kwesi Simon clears the ball to Derek Atakon. Good pass to Jordan Ayew. Back to Thomas Partey. Partey to Kwesi Simon. Isahaku will try and handle this one, but Caleb Ritchie and Fatawi Isahaku, they couldn't communicate better to make something out of this particular opportunity. 32 minutes of action. Ghana have not created any decent chance in the game. Massive possession to the Austrians. Head coach Ralf Rangnick, Kelvin Danso surging forward. Kelvin Danso back to Kelvin Danso again. Mr. Sabitza deep in midfield. Ghanaians not really pressing the Austrians, who are having a bit of field day in dominating the game. Austria back to their defensive line of Marco Freid. Marco Freid to skim it. Skim it to Kelvin Danso. And good interception for Antoine Semenyo. Looking for Kwabena Edu. What a block!
This is the second time.
What a block! Kwabena Edu against Gillett. Hello, he didn't get a ball, did he?
Yeah, I think I like Kwame Edu's stamina, his composure, and also his energy level. His hold-up play is so fantastic, and he nearly gave us an escape of what maybe just as Samuel Jan scored against South Africa. Even this morning, I was watching the same video. Chase the ball, and you run with the ball, and you go for a par. So he's giving us a gist of some attack center forward instincts, but in level it's how you will be also try to use his intelligence past other central defenders. We are playing against Austria. They are a well-coached side.
Yeah.
They are one of the few teams, when you watch them play, you could clearly see the handiwork of the man in the dugout. In fact, they are a well-coached side. That is why we are seeing them like this. They are not having any extra players who are playing whatever and big teams. No, these are average players playing for average middle table teams in the German Bundesliga. 99% of their players are applying their trade in the Bundesliga, but they are seeing minutes week in, week out. And they also have in their hand the man who developed talent, nature talent, Ralf Rangnick. He's seen it all. He's giving his part to the German national team, Bayern Munich, at a point Manchester United, Hoffenheim, and the like. So he's a developer, and he knows how to put together average materials to play as a team. That is why during their qualification, they were just on blistering form, performing, scoring. They scored 24 goals and conceded 4. You can just imagine. So they're a very good side, a well-coached side.
A well-coached side. That is Austria for you. Kelvin Danso. Even the name should tell you about the Ghanaian route.
I think there was an attempt on him.
And when we are done, I'll take you guys to Just Chinese. Just Chinese. Just go there. Very affordable. Discount is also applied. For starters, you can get 2 parts, samosa, special wings, pork ribs, spring rolls. For cups, 2 packs, you can get a combination of fried rice, special jollof, special noodles. Sauces, 1 pack, you can get beef sauce, chicken sauce, pork, lamb. And also when it comes to soup, 1 pack, you can get pork, prawn dumpling, chicken sweet corn. Maybe chicken sweet corn, we will have to go and then check some. But I think that Prince Kwabena Edu is having a good game, but he needs to start converting those half chances coming his way.
So good.
He needs to start converting those chances. And look, he is playing the Arrowhead. And I think that if it was not an offside, this is a clear red card incident for Kelvin Danso.
Yeah, I like how Prince Edu is, battling it all out with the central defenders of the Austrians. I like how he's struggling with them and trying to surpass them. Only that he left with that intelligence that he will use to sometimes steal them off and get the ball at the back of the net, or probably even wins a crucial incident in the half of the Austrians.
Crucial incident approaching the 40th minute mark. Derek Atacon, Union Berlin, Otuado has already spoken about his chances of making the final squad for the World Cup. He said he has a lot to do, and he's a player that the expectations are really high for him, because many believes that he might be the one to challenge Gideon Mensah for that left back row. Gideon has been Ghana's #1 for the past 4 years. So it will be interesting to see what Derek can do to take that position. Of course, it doesn't come easy. But the Australians, they're whipping another ball. But the defenders were able to clear Skimmett, who send the ball back into the area. Caleb Renchi cleared the ball out of danger. It's still in the Ghanaian area. They're using the long ball. Good save. Good save from Benjamin. Oh, I was about to say Benjamin Asari. Lawrence Atizigi with a very good save to deny the Austrians a second goal. It looked like a very feeble cross, but Atizigi was there. He stretched to his limit to clear that ball and to make sure, look at that stretch. Wow. Brilliant save by our standard for Lawrence Atizigi.
Yeah, I think he showed why he's been the first choice man for the Switzerland side, St. Gallen. And movements, I mean, years back, he was also manning the post for the senior national team before Benjamin Ansari's introduction. So he's got that experience in terms of goalkeeping, and this is one to show what he has up his sleeves for the national team. Crucial moment, you make sure you aid your national team out, and he's bailed us out for not conceding the second goal. It was just a very good delivery inside a 16-yard box, and with a powerful header and equally a powerful punch to have prevented that situation. So it's a good save from Atizigi.
What's the Atizigi save?
So Atizigi, he has failed us in the last World Cup before, and I'm praying he doesn't do same he did previously. I'm praying he puts a better performance here. Even though this is a friendly match, I think he should prove us wrong here. We that don't believe in him, I think he should prove us wrong here, so that at least we can make him our first choice in the main World Cup. Even though we have Benjamin Asari in mind to replace him, because what he's doing there, I don't think I'm okay with it.
Another corner kick for the Austrian. Savitsa is the one handling, whipping the ball to the far end. Calvin Danso was able to get to the ball, but the referee has whistled for infringement. Quick one. Caleb Renchi down the right-hand side for Tawi Saku. Called for the ball. He's been surrounded. Good pass. And I don't know, Kwesi Simo's instinct is always to go back. And that is not really a good attribute of a Ghanaian midfielder. But with 3 minutes to go, Ghana Black Stars restore parity. The Austrians, they press very raw. Unlike the Ghanaians who allow them to dominate the game until they get to the final third. The Austrians are not playing like that. Atizigi goes for the long one. Kelvin Danso is doing a lot of good defensive work. Antoine Semenyo couldn't get to Kwabena Edu Prince. And now the Austrians regains possession Kelvin Danso plays for the struggling Tottenham Hotspurs. He is a teammate of Mohamed Kudus. But the last time Ghana played Austria, the Austrians took the early lead in the game. And Ghana equalized in the second half. Now Fatau Isaku down the right-hand side trying to cut into his left. He attempted a pass. It has been intercepted. Now to Derek Atakon. Antoine Semenyo down the left-hand side. Atakon is making the runs. He whipping the ball. Who is that? Nobody. The Austrians clear the ball out of danger. Kelly Renti attempted the rebound. Now Austria, Sabitzer. Hello. That was a very poor pass. That will be taken care of by Lawrence Atizigi.
Sure, I think going forward, in the absence of Mohamed Kudus, we would have to have a proper look at how we create chances. Because currently, having watched the Black Stars, not this game in particular, but we don't know where we create our chances from. We are always relying on individual, brilliance and what these players execute on the field of play to get us some goals at the end of the day. But are because we have some of the very best of wingers in the European terrain. Very young wingers, very good. And you look at Antoine Semenyo on the left now. You look at Fatau Ishahaku. We have a lot of wingers, Kamal Deans and Nuames, they've come and go. But we barely create chances from the wings. Our players barely cut-ins. And in this modern day football, we see wingers scoring goals for fun. Cutting, you choose an angle, you bend it out. You cut in, we don't see this from our players. Ishaaku, after 45 minutes, I've not seen him sending in any decent cross. I've not seen him creating any chance from the right-hand side of the attack. I've not seen him taking on players, and it's a major problem. And one thing is that supposedly we have these players who are getting us the incisive passes into the opposing box. Who is that man in the 18-yard box to get, his head to the ball? It is another problem. We barely score from what? Area duels. It's another major problem for us. There is no Asamoah, there is no Andre Ayew again. Post Asamoah, there was a certain Andre Ayew. Now, post Andre Ayew, who is taking over from Andre Ayew when it comes to that aerial durability? None.
We'll do 3 minutes of additional time, but we'll have to take care of this corner kick. The Austrians are leading on the score sheet, and in the statistics book, 60% ball possession. This will be their fourth corner in the game. Savitsa whipping the ball straight. Jiku clear the ball out of danger. Jordan Ayew has been pushed, and the referee has awarded the foul for Ghana. (1-0) in favor of the home team. And per all indications, it doesn't look like we're going to get a goal again in this half.
You're rightly so. This first half is almost over.
It's over.
We left with some seconds to end the first department of the game. Maybe in the second half, there are a lot of players as well on the bench. Changes will be made. The opposing team will make changes, which I believe, looking at the players, Reineck started and those on the bench, should he decide to get rid of a lot of these senior players, we will have advantage in the second half to also find the back of the net or showcase something. But if not that, it's going to be really difficult for us because we barely play some of the match and they've been dominating play. They are dictating the pace of the game. They are not allowing us to even settle down to swing 2-3 passes together. Their high pressing game is making us uncomfortable on the field of play. So maybe in the second half, we will know what the technical team going into the dressing room, the kind of thought they will be giving to the players and the kind of changes they will effect going into the second half.
All right, so Thomas Partey has been booked for his foul on the Austrian player wearing the 19 jersey. Ghana and Austria. Austria leading Ghana by a long goal. Mitel Sabitzer scored that goal from the penalty spot. This is Ghana Web TV. Kindly click the subscription button beneath the video. Click the subscription button beneath the video. Like, share, and we'll be back for the second 45 minutes. But let me talk to you about Ulas Enterprise. Ulas Enterprise. If you are looking for generator sets, wheelbarrows, compactors, there is only one place for you, and that is Ulas Enterprise. The numbers are on your screen. 020-300-5498, 024-816-9258. They are at Marina Taxi Rank, Nigerian and Porsche Hotel, also American House. And let's get to the next one. But Ulas Enterprise, just Chinese. Yes, just Chinese. Yeah. Just get one and then give it to the baby girl. Discount applied. 559 Ghana cedis. And these are the packages on your screen. Starters, cups, sauces, soup. You get everything. You know, special wings, pork ribs, spring roll, samosa. Just contact Just Chinese. And there is also Vienna mineral water. Just drink Vienna mineral water, the best in the market currently, and that is Vienna mineral water, and that is what you are seeing on your screen right now, Vienna mineral water. And also click the subscription button, like, share. We'll go for a quick breather. When we come back, I will read some messages for you, and then we'll take other reactions. We'll be back right here on this channel.
Good evening, colleagues. Welcome to the official pre-match press conference for tomorrow's game between Ghana and Austria. This is the venue for the game. I have with me the head coach of Ghana, Ernst Happel, and then captain of the
Hey.
Sorry. And captain of the Black Stars, Jordan Ayew. Before I take your questions, I would like to pick up their general overview of the game. In summary, coach, tell us what your expectations are ahead of tomorrow's game. So he answers, then you can translate.
Okay.
You can go ahead.
Yes. Okay, so I talk in English, no? Okay. Okay, yeah. So first of all, yeah, thank you. Yeah, we're very pleased to be here. I think it will be a very, very interesting game. Surely we expect an intense game, as all the Austrian matches are, and everybody knows the coach who likes to press high and a little bit of Red Bull school. So this is what we expect. We know that they are very, very good, very, very physical, very, very high intensity, a lot of runs. The profiles of the players are really, really high. They play in good clubs. But we also have good players, good footballers. Will be very, very interesting also for us after a long period to play in Europe against a European team. And I think for both teams it will be a very, very good test match.
Okay, thank you. Before I pick your questions, Jordan, also share with us what the players are looking forward to ahead of tomorrow's game.
We know tomorrow is going to be a tough game, very tough game, because Austria is a very good team. But obviously, it will be a good test because it's a high-profile game, and going into the World Cup, playing this type of games is only a positive thing for us. So, as players, we're really looking forward to it, and we'll see how it goes. We have the ambition to have a good result tomorrow. So, we're not coming here just for holidays or just to walk. We're coming here to work hard and to perform and to get a good result. It's not going to be easy, but we'll give ourselves the best chance to be successful tomorrow.
Got nothing out of it. Jerry are coming once again. Was he given 100,000 appearance to his end? I don't think so. Who took care for the operation that he went through? By himself, probably by his club. So I think that if he comes back before the squad is announced, they should compensate him and take him along. So then you see Real Madrid, that David Alaba, who usually captains the side, he doesn't actually start captaining the
All the way now it's going to be a penalty for Ghana, and Lawrence I think they need to find a way to handle this. And the Ghanaians are looking to see Sabitzer probably going to have his first goal, maybe scored against an African side, a Ghanaian side, and it's got a game to deal with. And so Ghanaians now do have to find a way, and hoping at least I think he's able to take this one. Just recall, Black Stars striker. And that's why he's saying that anytime I think he's in the coach you can see what it leads. He might want to have this one. Here comes Sabitzer against Atinegi. Just about some minutes gone. Sabitzer! Well, the home side do have the first goal. Clearly and confidently struck there by Master Sabitzer.
Game need boys no as like da captain no crowd me hu yo captain no me nim sa man training me hu like me nim bia kudus ntia me hu ntia kudu star boy ntia me hu say star boy ntia but me fitness no like I break it me hu like say bia obi like all mark like correct passes like me hu sa dey game no nti me hu say me fitness no entina amoma ye bre no you should see my boy.
And my so boy 1-0 stands at halftime.
But me sure say World Cup. Me sure say World Cup no there. Difference the Vienna.
Got nothing out of it. Jerry are coming once again. Was he given 100,000 appearance to his end? I don't think so.
Who took care for the pressure that he went through? By himself, probably by his club. So I think that if he comes back before the squad is announced, they should compensate him and take him along. So then you see Real Madrid that David Alaba, who usually captains the side, he doesn't actually start
All the way now it's going to be a penalty for Ghana, and Lawrence Happel needs to find a way to handle this. And the Ghanaians are looking to see Sabitzer probably going to have his first goal, maybe scored against an African side, a Ghanaian side, and it's got Happel to deal with. And so Ghanaians now do have to find a way, and hoping at least Happel is able to take this one. To recall, for Black Stars striker. That's why he's saying that anytime Happel is in the court, you can see what it means. He might want to have this one. Here comes Sabitzer against Happel. Just about some minutes gone. Sabitzer! Well, the home side, you have the first goal. Clearly and confidently struck there by Matthias Sabitzer.
Game in the boys, no, as like a mood that captain cried at me, yo, captain, me nim. Someone training me, like, maybe I could do it here. Me who in here could be a star boy in here. Me who is a star boy in here. But me feel that's in the life.
Of the 2026 FIFA World Cup, we started with this particular friendly game. Ghana trailing by a lone goal. Sabitzer converted that penalty calmly. Atizigi got the direction, but he couldn't keep the ball out from entering the net. But moments later, he made a very brilliant save to deny the Austrians from going 2-0 up. It has not really been an encouraging performance from the Black Stars, but at 1-0, it means that they've managed to stay in the game with 45 minutes more to play. What changes are you expecting from head coach Otto Addo? Who do you want to see in the game? But personally, I think that our best players, they need to come to the party. Antoine Semenyo and Fatau Abdul Isahaku, I'm not really seeing their input in this particular game, and that is one of the reasons why we are struggling. Let me come to you, Lawrence. What are you expecting in the second half?
As you already said, we didn't have a good game in the first half, though, but it wasn't also that bad because we managed situations and we are only trailing by a single goal. That was even the one from the spot kick. So we are yet to concede from an open play, which I think individual players have played their role so well, preventing them from creating any decent chances from open play and get the ball at the back of the net. Atizigi, without an important cross into the 16-yard box, made justice and parried the ball out of danger. So that was another moment. Atizigi also, came to the party. Then in the midfield, that is where the major problem comes in, because if the attackers are to function and get the supplies, it comes from the midfield. If our defenders are to feel comfortable at the back and also know how to read the game from afar and getting their long passes to the attackers, they also need that shield being provided by the midfielders. And who are those midfielders we are talking about? Thomas Partey, Kwesi Zibo, and we can in some level add Jordan Pierayu as the creator, who normally drops deep, carry the ball along to initiate attack. So they have not done enough for our defenders. So there has been a lot of pressure on our defenders, doing a lot of blocks and clearances, which I think in the second half, the players themselves will go for these 15 minutes before they will come. They know what they did on the field of play that didn't work well, and how some of these individual players needs to up their performance going into the second half of play. So the first half something needs to be done in our midfield and also the attacking wise. I think our wingers especially, they are yet to give us something to be cheerful of. They are not giving us that what wingers do offers us in a game of football. We've not seen them. Semenyo needs to come to the party because currently you mentioned Mohamed Kudus, the next poster guy in the team supposed to be.
As it stands now, he's the best Ghanaian player.
Even now, on 27.
Not Ghanaian, because to some extent, the best African player.
Yes, we are talking about the English Premiership, and he's almost having a second successive season successfully. We are talking about. So I think
so. The players are making their way out of the tunnel. The Austrians are the first. Portia, briefly, what are you expecting in the second half?
Okay, so I think in the second half they can do better, because in the first half I think the wingers are not able to take on the Austrian defense. So I think they can do better. And okay, and moving on, it looks like the goal post is only Atizigi and Kwabena Edu that are only the. I think the defenders can also do better, because we need them here. We can't take another goal from Austria.
All right, but there are other Ghanaians who are complaining about the performance of referee Mohamed Houaj. Marco says the referee is cheating. What do you make of the performance of the referee in the first half?
I think it comes back to Prince Edu Kwabena.
Yes,
right?
yes.
He had two moments in the first half, crucial moments. The first one, I even had a thought of. I mean, there could be some penalty given, which, of course, from the referee's point of view, there was nothing like that to be given a penalty. And also the second one, of course. So definitely, as fans, we will do our usual stuff of referee, and stuff like that. Whenever a decision goes against you, as a fan, you will spew out. So these are some of the comments definitely will come out. But the referee hasn't been bad at all. The first half, I think he was okay.
All right, first half, he was okay. Any changes you are expecting?
Let me leave that to the technical heads for now, because let's see how the first 10 to 15 minutes of the second half bring to us.
And I think Kwesi Sibor can do well. He can do well.
All right, so let me read some few messages, and then we'll take it from there. Marco says your analyst must understand that the formation is different from that of Man City. It's true that the formation is different. But if you cannot be taking on players, it has nothing to do with formation. I think that what he is saying is that Semenyo needs to make himself visible, because even though he's been restricted a bit, but he just look at what he did to Henkapi in the Carabao Cup final. Like that, we are expecting Semenyo to be doing some of these things, take the players on, but if you cannot be winning, the team struggles.
If Semenyo is giving us the same performance like what Fatah Ishaku will give the Black Stars, what Ernest Nyama and Kamadin, then what should we be praising him for? Because Sharaku, Kamadin, Sulemana, we've seen a lot from them in the Black Star shirt, as Semenyo is giving us.
All right, we're back from the second half. The Ghanaians have switched up play. Prince Edu Kwabena couldn't control it. He has been dispossessed. Back to the ball will be an attacking throw-in for the Black Stars. Changes for the Austrians. This is an exercise to give minutes to every single player. So 4 players have been taken out. Philip Nwena is off. Grealish, Skimmett, and Shagla. So new introduction, no change for Ghana. Jordan Ayew inside the 18-yard box. But he couldn't get to the ball. Newcomer, the one who was just introduced, Wimmer. It's quite interesting. The 4 players who were introduced are Pras, Warner, Wimmer, and Wingley. Jordan with the first corner kick in the second half. Jordan got the first man, but the Austrians couldn't clear their lines. Back to Caleb Renchi. Renchi to Jordan Ayew. Caleb. Jordan giving him instructions. Takes the ball to Partey. Partey will go to his goalkeeper, Lawrence Atizigi. Can the Black Stars step up and get the needed results? Only time will tell. But this time around, Fatawu Issahaku was challenging for the ball. It's been cleared out of danger. Good play from Sabitzer. Sabitzer racing Kojo Pepra. And Pepra did a very neat job. Please stop insulting the Black Stars coach. Please. You know, sometimes today I saw somebody insulting Bright Kankambwedu on Facebook, and I just asked him a question that, so if you see Bright Kankambwedu face to face, can you, because you know Kankam is tall like a giant, so I was just
social media.
Let us be very civil here. But now it's Derek Atakor. Derek Cock surging forward, Union Berlin. Then back to Thomas Partey. We need creativity in the midfield. A good one from Alexander Jiku. It was very risky. And Ghanaians, I don't remember Ghanaians ever forgiving a player who gives a back pass and results in a goal. They've never. I don't know if they've forgiven any player before. They've not forgiven even Oseko before. They've not forgiven him.
Never be forgiven. Samuel is still.
Even after his good work, he still gets it.
Samuel.
Ball taken. But can we get ourselves back in this game? Austria swinging the passes in their goal area. Jordan leading the pressing. It looks like the man-to-man pressing is working in this second half. And that is very good. Fatawu Issahaku has been in a very good form for the Black Stars. Not the Black Stars, Leicester City. But Ghana, Jordan Ayew opening up play. But he has been calm, collected. Now Austria building. Building from the back again, patiently. Your stress, the open up play, and Caleb Renchi with a mistake, and now it's Michael Gorich. Austria gets to the second goal. Caleb Renchi with a mistake, and he is punished. Mikel Sabitzer sets up Michael Grigorich, and Michael Grigorich gets to the second goal for Austria. Big mistake at the back for the Ghanaians. But the Austrians are not going to care. They've given it to them. And unselfish play from the captain, Sabitzer, who could have scored himself, but decided to. And look at that. Look at that. Caleb Renchi
forwarded. The ball went to Sabitzer, and Sabitzer decided to lay a carpet cross to Michael Grigorit. And of course, Grigorit, with an empty pole, was never going to miss from that position.
Yeah, a good play from the Austrians. I mean, they've been the better side from the blast of the whistle. And where they ended the first half is where they've also started the second half. Tempo so high, their pressing game is intact. They are not leaving any stone unturned. They are not giving any room for the Black Stars to showcase what they have in terms of passing and swinging passes together on the field of play. They've been a very good size, very, very strong opposition for the Black Stars to deal with. And now, I mean, they've managed to add the second goal to it. And that was a mistake from Calibri Irenchi, because on 2 weeks or a week ago, Malansa versus Paris Saint-Germain.
Very
useless that goal. Similar.
He also had option to clear the ball with his head, but he wanted to control Kelly. Also, he didn't have an option to pass to the goalkeeper
straight away.
And the same mistake.
Straight away. He decided to.
Now the Austrians are coming again. Grigoric, the Austrians are rolling. And this time around, Kelly Urenti was there to intercept that pass from getting to Sabitzer. And Ghana are out of the rules, but it will be an attacking drawing. Portia, Ghana nil, Austria 2.
If this is the same energy they are sending to the World Cup, I think we have to get back, because 2-0, this is serious.
2-0. 2-0 against the Austrians. Now Antoine Semenyo takes on one player. Antoine inside the 18-yard box. Jordan Ayew was pushed. He wants a penalty. Referee says no. Derek Carr needs to be careful. But referee says no foul. Hopefully we get a replay from Jordan's end. Fatawi Saku commits a foul. It's Prince Kwabena Edu Rada offside. Ghana trailing by 2-0. But now Sabitzer again. These Austrian players are on top of their game in this one. The passing has been spotless. But this time around, Kelly Ritchie is there to intercept. Sends to Kwesi Sibo. Sibo to Alexander Jiku to his left. Jiku to Derek Carr. I've not really seen his attacking display in this particular game. He's not really giving us something different from what we've been getting from Gideon Mensah.
Yeah, he's come to a new home, and he will fumble a lot. You have some time before you adjust to the people around. So that aside, but I think in a modern day football, fullbacks play a major role. They are very, very key to the game, especially when it comes to attacking. We know how fullbacks are now influencing the games in the final third. Your crosses and how you surge forward, and how you also help the attackers creating overloads in the opposition half. We've not seen that from either Kalibionchi. He's a prospect. He's a prospect, but I think.
And he's not a defender.
Yes, he's also not a defender. This is a player who has been playing in the central role throughout the season. He will be playing over 30, 40 matches, then 1, 2, 3 tournament competition matches. He should improvise and play. Charlie, he has not even gone to that level. This is a young player, developing player, still learning, still being nurturing and so forth. So let's just go for our usual, the natural right backs. Atakon is not, he has not given us anything that will, see to it that he's got something better than what we have. Gideon Mensah, no. If Gideon Mensah is not being able to even defend so well, his attacking efficiency and how he sends in crosses, decent ones, that one, you can never take it from him. And also, Abdul Baba Rahman, he is one of the guys I'm praying to see him back in the national team ahead of the World Cup. So, Baba Rahman and Gideon Mensah will give us something, better, especially when we have the ball in our half and we are initiating attack. Kalibrenchi, that guy, Marvin Senenya also, he's another guy, you know how things also pan out for him, but this is another game we can also give him the opportunity. He has not been part of the national team. Now we need him to be part of the squad ahead of the World Cup. How many games do we have to play before this guy will get himself back into the team? So these are some of the opportunities we can be given. Kalibrenchi is tried and tested already. You give more minutes to a certain Marvin Senenya, so we can also, judge him per his performance and what he has up his sleeve for the national team.
All right, we're interested to see now Austria coming forward again. Can this be dangerous for Ghana? But Ernst Happel was there to make the save. Very good save from Ernst Happel. It was a point blank one from the Ghanaian goalkeeper. But Ghana need to be very, very careful. We need to be very, very careful. And that is the one with Atizigi making the save. But Austria gets a third goal. Austria gets a third goal. It's becoming an embarrassing moment. Gradually becoming an embarrassing game. They are embarrassing the Ghanaians. Stefan Posch gets the third goal for Austria. Stefan Posch gets the third goal for Austria, and that is that. Whipping the ball, and there was a near post header, and Stefan Posch was in no man's land to connect that ball into the net. And that is the fate of Ghana, ladies and gentlemen. Austria are now 3 goals up in this game.
Joe, you look at this air ball and you look at the position and the height of Atizigi. You see, a professional goalkeeper, his intelligence level. I think he didn't read the room so well. Yeah, he didn't read the room so well. I am not blaming him for the goals we've considered though, because you cannot take him out and leave the defenders. Defenders, they have not also done their bit too well, but I think, no, he also didn't try as a goalkeeper. You should have added something, should have acted in some way, but he didn't try at all. But he's been one of the, brightest guys in the team too, per his saves that he's done. And looking at, aside this particular goal, I think the previous 2 goals, you cannot blame him, but the defenders and the entire team. This is getting out of hand, and you see, where the...
And Fatah is inside the shield box. And I think that was a poor attempt. In my estimation, there was no need going for power. He could have gone for placement. There was no need going for power. Proper placement would have been the better option. No need in this position. You don't go for power.
you go for placement.
You execute it so well. You choose a spot, you execute it well. If you think you can also find the back of the net, you scan through the 16-yard box and the 18-yard box, the players are available where you can give an incisive pass to, a fellow to convert it. But he is known for this. Ishahaku, most times, Ernst Nuyama, Kamadin. So these three players, in fact, they've been doing Ghanaians like this. This match, they will come, they will showcase something, they will flourish. They will play 10 matches, 20 matches before they will come back to what they gave us. This has been Kamadin, Suleimana, Fatau Ishahaku, and Ernst Nuyama.
Very frustrating evening now. Fatau Ishahaku is ready to go for the 1v1 battles. And the Austrians needed to double up on him. This is probably what we were expecting in the first half. This is probably what we were expecting in the first half. But first half, he wasn't doing that.
Yeah, I think I'm seeing some glimpses of him try to take on players, try to, move the ball with the speed and also try to send in some decent crosses. It's good from him as a winger. If you are not being able to, take better decisions, you do well to help the team generally.
The captain of the Austrian national team, no, he's the deputy, Marko Arnautovic, has been introduced. He is the captain now in the absence of David Alaba, who is injured. So Marko Arnautovic, the veteran, has been introduced in this game now. Thomas Partey leading the pack. We give the ball away. Now Austria, they're leading 3-0, but the energy levels is really high. The Ghanaians are losing, but the Austrians have the energy. They are making a lot of runs. Now Boam Gardner has been replaced by Chukwuemeka. At least we have a Nigerian going to the World Cup. Yeah. Now Nigeria will have a representative in the World Cup because Kane Chukwuemeka, the Chelsea man, currently playing in the German Bundesliga with Borussia Dortmund. Kane Chukwuemeka, the name should even tell you that he has Nigerian roots. So hopefully Nigeria will get the representation they want. Marko Arnautovic, I've already spoken about him. And also Michael Soboda. And unfortunately for Ghana, we've not made a single change.
I don't know because there are a lot of players on the bench who needs time to also prove something to the masses, what they also can give to the Black Stars when they are being called upon. But our technical bench, I don't know what they are looking for out of these starting 11 players. And ordinarily, on any given day, Partey is starting your game. Jordan is starting. Semenyo is starting. Zibo, even Zibo, it differs now because of Elisha Owusu. You see, we've seen Elisha Owusu and Partey's partnership for quite some time now. Comparatively, it was not working, and Zibo Partey to bro, we've not seen it. So, Jiku will start currently because of our centre back. Who else again? Mohamed Salisu's absent. Automatically, Ajete has proven, and because of the opportunities they've been giving to him, it clearly tells us that Ajete, when he's fit, he partner a certain Jiku. You get me? So you bring on other players to also, deliver something on the field of play. It is rather better to give other players the opportunity than to keep your serial players on the field of play, and they are just being disgraced by the Austrians. They are making a lot of changes. The Austrians, they've made a lot of changes. Now this is the time for us to even.
They've made about 7 changes.
Yeah, this is even the time for us to even, get some consolation, because they've weakened themselves for us to take advantage. Yeah, this is a game. Currently, we are only missing a certain Mohamed Kudus, exception of Mohamed Kudus, which we might probably have him back for the tournament. Exception of him, we have our squad full. Yeah, so
almost everybody.
We cannot, be playing around. Oh, this is a friendly. This is a friendly. To get there and will be hugely exposed, because the moment you take the game serious, you know your opposition are also taking the game serious.
I think by now we should have seen Bonsuba already.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ghana, we are also preparing some changes. Is that
Kamaldeen and the likes?
So Kamaldeen, Sulemana, okay. We are making a total of 6 changes. Ransford Yeboah is amongst the new guys who are coming. Ransford Yeboah, and these are the goals. Costly mistake from Kelly Renty. He wanted to control it as if he was the attacker. No defender should try to control a ball in that manner in his own penalty box, especially when there is a striker lingering around. And Kwesisibo was late to the challenge, and there was nobody to challenge Posh, who got a slight touch to the head to get the 3rd goal for the Austrians. Big results for them. And as it stands now, I think the best we can do is to salvage the situation with like 2 goals or something.
Yeah, let's see what these players who are also coming on to give us something quite better than what we've seen from these players, because from the start till now we've not been of ourselves. We are unable to process play. Difficult for us to swing passes together, 2, 3, 4, 5 passes together, and the intensity of the Austrians too high for us. They are pressing high. They are, just tackling left, right, and center, and also they are quick attacking transitional play. Whenever they ask the ball to attack us, 1, 2, 3, quick pass, they get into our zone. 1, 2, 3, quick pass, they get into our zone, and they are using their wide areas so well. Look at how they've been sending in crosses, nice crosses, and creating from their channel of creation is from the wings area. So they've scored another the 2nd goal from the left side. Now a set piece from the right hand side. Even that one, it was a cross from the same right hand side. They were trying to create chances. It was a powerful shot. It took Atizigi to point the ball outside the 18 zone, which the corner kick resulted into a goal. So all the goals that they've scored are from the wings areas, the wide areas, left, right. What are we doing with all this avalanche of attackers that we have, these wingers that we have in our possession? And it comes back to what? Coaching. It comes back. What do these Austrians have better than Ghana in terms of impacting other individual players and even where they play? They are not. There is absolutely no huge gap that you'll be talking of.
All right, so within 70 minutes, Jerome Opoku has been introduced. Gideon Mensah, Suleiman Ibrahim, Patrick Pfeiffer,
Ransford Yeboah, and also Marvin Senenya. Now Austria still in the 18-yard box, but the Black Stars cleared the ball out of danger. Jordan went for it. And look at the Austrians. They feel very proud of their team.
Yeah, sure. Because at recent times, they've not been performing so well. Barely would you see them qualifying for even the World Cup and also in the Euros. You wouldn't see Austria in there performing.
Yeah.
So this is one in a longer period of time. They are seeing their national team playing so well, qualifying with a huge margin of points and goals and playing some sumptuous football in front of them. And they are heading to the World Cup already. So they should be proud of. This is even Germany annex.
Yeah.
Austria, Germany annex. Most of these players are players Germany, they couldn't even fit in. Because most of the times when a player from Austria becomes a top guy, Germany will find some means to convince the player to play for them. So Germany, Austria, these are second string Germany side. You get me? And in fact, if we are losing against Germany by this margin, Spain, Argentina, no, take away it is a friendly match. Friendly match, you play good to concede goals than to play bad and lose woefully.
Yeah, but I still think that regardless of the nature of the match, Austria shouldn't be beating us 3-0.
Yeah, because according to the coach yesterday, he told us that we had a upper hand against Austria than Germany. And if the people we have upper hand against are rather giving us 3-0, then what of the Germany players? What are they going to give us? These players are supposed to give we Ghanaians hope that we are expecting in the World Cup. If you are doing this, we Ghanaians are not going to have that hope in you.
And you see, there's one interesting thing. But now Austria breaching our backlines again. Still Sabitzer basically playing like Lionel Messi today.
Yeah.
And Austria still in the 18-yard box. But good play from the Ghanaian Sabitzer around the box. Back to his teammate. The Austrians are dancing possession-wise. They keep them out, but they are back. The ball still at their feet. Their energy levels is absolutely great, because leading 3-0 and still pressing like the way they are doing, it's something worth commending. Now, can they get to the fourth goal? We've done 73 minutes of action. But anytime there is a problem with the network, it comes back and the Austrians are in possession. Total, complete dominant, especially after going 3-0.
Yeah. Though I think there are lots of work on the shoulders of our technical team to do. They have barely 2 months in between to do some magic, make some magic happen, and put up a very good show at the World Cup. Because most Ghanaians will even lose trust from this particular match, even before Monday's encounter against the Germans. Most Ghanaians. So we cannot take this lightly at all as it is a friendly match, it is a preparatory match. No, absolutely not. Because what at all again? You are not playing against the top giant, you are playing against Austria. And we are not creating it. It's not like we've even made incursions, we are creating chances and strikers are ballooning the balls over the bar and stuff like that. We are not creating. We are unable to hold our play. We are unable to even exchange 2-3 passes together.
In fact, we've barely created anything in this game.
See, I think the players are not familiar with themselves.
No, they are. All of them, they've been playing like that.
But Joe, look, look, we lack something. Our technical team are not helping us at all. If we are going to play like this at the World Cup, and we will finish the 3 games and come back home, and we will feel like, oh, we all we wanted was to get to the World Cup, and we achieved that. Oh, all we wanted was to get to the World Cup, and we achieved that. We've been able to secure our feet, our World Cup
some good passing sequence for Ghana. That is Marvin. They give the ball away. Now Austria pushing for the 4th goal. Austria. Now Ghana going. Runs for the Abua. Good run. But he couldn't control the ball. Austria still in possession. Can Ghana at least reduce the embarrassment? Can it be done? Can they reduce the embarrassment? And now the Black Stars are on the break. Oh my goodness. Austria, they still hungry. They still want more goals in the 18-yard box. And who is there? Goodness. Now Ghana turning defense into attack. Ghana turn defense into attack. And Jordan Ayew. Jordan Ayew is there to reduce the embarrassment.
2 more to go.
Jordan Ayew has reduced the deficit. Good one from Jordan Ayew. And our captain has responded. And now it is 3-1. David Alaba watching from the dugout. Jordan Ayew gets one back for the Black Stars of Ghana.
Yeah, he's been our main man. He's the reason we'll be heading to United States of America coming June. He's the main reason.
Why? Is the World Cup only being played in the US?
1 year in Japan. I don't mention the other countries at all. In my conversation, it is US. And we've been fortunate too. I mean, our 3 games, we'll be playing all the 3 games in the US.
No,
right?
we'll play 2. Yes, the first game we'll play it in Canada.
Yeah, so
yes.
It's good. He's the reason because he so-handedly scored over 70% of our goals.
Yes. Like, even if you add goals and assists.
And assists.
And that is Chukwueze. Chukwueze gets his name on the score sheet.
Nigeria.
And we are back to the 4th set. Samuel Chukwueze gets the 4th goal for the home team. Scoring with his left foot. He has restored the 3-goal advantage of the Austrians against Black Stars. Sabitzer with the assist. And Kane Chukwuemeka gets the 4th goal for Austria. What an incredible day for him and his family.
The Super Eagles are in. To
finally get his name on the score sheet and to open his account for the Austrian national team. Kane Chukwuemeka had a chance to play for England, Nigeria, and Austria, of course. For the 3 Lions, he had no chance in getting into their team. So he opted, and that was the quick 1-2 between Kane Chukwuemeka and Sabitzer.
Well, I mean, it's good because I cannot sing praise on our team anymore. I can't praise the goalkeeper Atizigi and also the defenders for this. So the only appraisal should go to Kane Chukwuemeka with that brilliant execution of that goal he scored past Atizigi. and the Austrian teams, the performance they are showcasing. In fact, they are sending a statement out there. They are making themselves ready, well prepared for the Mundial. And I think it's a good preparatory grounds for them, and they are having a very good preparatory matches. This serves as one. Scoring goals is very, very important. If your attackers, your midfielders are all joining hands and banging in goals left, right, center. If your main attacker is unable to find the back of the net, other players are compromising. Other players are getting you the goals. The defenders are getting you goals. Midfielders are getting you goals. Other attacking players are also finding the back of the net, which is a very good thing. So the attacking or their strikers coach will feel proud after this particular game, because his work is well being executed by the players on the field of play, which it is very, very, very good. We know Kani Chukwuemeka, even from Chelsea's days, and he's got a prospect, he's got a huge ceiling ahead of him, but because of Chelsea, how the club is being run, you get the opportunity today, tomorrow, no, he had the opportunity to move on, and now he's playing for Borussia Dortmund. He's seen Champions League games as well, big venue, big stage, so going to the World Cup wouldn't be anything of new for a certain Kani Chukwuemeka. So it's a great addition to Ralf Rangnick's side, and I think that he will help, especially from the bench. You know, you have a certain player who plays for Borussia Dortmund, who has seen UEFA Champions League games on the bench.
I think that if not for the friendlies, he's going to start. Because he's not having a bad, and it will even help.
He's a very good player.
He will even help the coach, because at the club level at Dortmund, he's playing alongside Sabitzer. So it will even work in the coach's favor.
It will help. It helps. So it's a great addition. The Austrians have capitalized on this by capturing Chukwuemeka to their side, and this is one and many more to come from him.
This is one and many more. But the Austrians are not done. But Kojo Prepra cleared the ball out of danger. It's still with Austria. Portia. Ghana 1, Austria 4.
My prediction have turned around. This is vice versa of my prediction. This is very bad. Very, very bad. Honestly. This is very, very bad. Looks like our defense, they are very asleep. And I think Atsizigi should be changed. At this point, he should be changed.
I don't think that, except with, I don't think that you can really fault him with any of the goals.
No. The Chukwuemeka's chip, even yesterday, Brazil's goalkeeper, Ederson, right? 2 different chips. He couldn't save any. 2 straight goals. When you have a very good execution of that chip, they will play 10 times. You cannot have a touch. So for that one, my only problem with him was his anticipation for the 3rd goal.
Yes, the corner.
Yes, the corner kick. Exception of that, the 3 out of the 4 goals there, we cannot fault him. We cannot fault him at all. He's done his bit, and you cannot tell me. I don't know. Maybe if we had putting in Benjamin Asare, because of the Benjamin Asare spirit, it will prevent these players from.
we need that spirit for the World Cup.
No. Benjamin Asare, no.
We don't need it.
4 goals. No. Man, inshallah. We will see. Benjamin Asare is starting against Germany, and we will see. We are not going to concede 4 goals.
No, but the Germans are not any better.
Oh yes. Better off even Austria.
Are you sure?
Oh,
it is just the name.
They are some way. Oh, they are also now trying to build a new. Force. They are also trying to build.
It is the name, but if you want to talk about
they possesses nothing extra.
Oh, like the German team today is not really. So, Portia, I want you to go on X and then try and get some reactions. So go on the live feed of Ghana Web and then read some of the reactions from Ghanaians who are watching the game. Of course, I know there are some Nigerians also on the timeline who are also watching, because Nana Kwame Lionel said it's not the players who is the coach. Formation is playing, no fluidity. They are playing like it's Sunday special. All right, so Portia, if you are ready, you can get us some of the reactions. Elisha Owusu has been introduced for Thomas Partey.
So someone is saying, Masa, go bring Eddie Nketiah and the other guy. And another is saying, it's not the players, so it's the coach. Formation he is playing, it's not Fediti. They are playing, it's like Sunday special. Yeah, you've already read that. A Nigerian scored Ghana. So we have the Nigerians in the comment section mocking us. Everyone playing like he likes. This is the Black Stars we are all been raising fans for. Ordinary Austria, you can't score or play draw. Kaish. The right winger is not good. So let's go down. And someone is requesting Atizigi to be changed. Yeah. He said we should drop Otuado before the World Cup and we should drop Atizigi too. Then he said, okay, the same. Yeah. Yeah, so that's it for now.
Oh, Joe.
Lawrence.
Yeah. I think my initial remark in the first half, I made mention of coaching. You see, we can question the attitude, the energy level, the commitment level, even the synergy. Sometimes when you read from the facial look of these players on the field of play, some of the players is like nothing is at stake. Exception of that, I think we need to do something again with our technical bench. I know we've improved the technical bench a lot, we've augmented the technical bench, and now we have not less than 20 technical men. Currently in Vienna, we have nothing less than what? 20 technical men.
Isn't it also possible that maybe the team they were robbed last night, so maybe they are traumatized?
You see, Joe. This is just serious, because this is an uncoached side. Frefre Kobo, and you have Frefre be a champion community. You have FIFA be near Kambo near Joe, because this is I spoke about Austria and how they are coached.
Yeah.
So if I had the opportunity to even predict this game, the outcome of it before, the huge difference prior to the game is the coaches who are going to lead the charge, be on the touchline, be in the dugout, to steer affairs for these players on the field of play. And the gap is so huge. So huge. Look, let's you can exchange these Black Stars with the Spanish team being coached by what? Coach Otuado, and give this same Austrian side to Ralf Rangnick. You see difference, because what? There is a certain experienced coach. There is a certain coach who is a developer, who nurture talent and can put up a solid team. And this is what we are witnessing. This Austrian team, they are going nowhere at the World Cup, for sure. But we should, showcase something. Look at the players. Joe. Let's see. Maybe they are all waiting for Germany. Ghana, they are their slow starters. So 2 friendly matches. We've started slowly in our first one, the second one, and against Germany, we've done. We used to do this. Germany en route to clinch the World Cup title back in 2014. We played 2-2 in the same tournament before they went on to win the competition. So we can do something better. I think against Germany we will see proper. But
now come on, this is Sulemana.
They underrated the Austrians too.
Come on in, Suleiman. Had a very good opportunity to go at the goalkeeper, but he couldn't get to the ball on target. Close to the 90th minute mark. Can we reduce the embarrassment? The Austrian says no. They are going again. We'll do some 3 minutes of action. We'll do some 3 minutes of action. But can we reduce the embarrassment?
Within 3 minutes.
Can we at least get 1 goal back? But the Austrians, it doesn't look like they are ready to give anything up. Referee is whistle for an infringement. And look at them on your screen. Tonight will be a beer party. Tonight will be big celebrations. And now Gideon Mensah gives the ball away. Austria in the 18-yard box. They're whipping the ball. And who is that? There is a rebound. And Chukwuemeka and Nicolas Sio get to the 5th goal for Austria.
Wow.
Nicolas gets to the 5th goal for Austria. This is what you will say in the Ghanaian circles, that Agbena. Agbena for Austria. Ayele is how many? Do you understand, Ghana? Oh, let me speak to. And look at that strike.
Hey.
Look at that strike. Please, Ayele is how many? Ayele is how many? Oh, okay. Ghana, Ghana.
Yeah, I guess
Right.
it's Sports Ghana.
The Austrians have spelled Ghana.
Look at placements.
This is placement. This is what I was talking about with the Isaku situation.
Yeah.
He had no business going for power. And I think Suleimana got a similar one.
From a distance.
And Black Stars losing 5-0. 5 goes to 1. Lawrence, 5 goes to 1.
Joe. Wow. Yeah, you see, this is a total embarrassing, a humiliation of a defeat we are tasting against the Austrian national team. One to forget in our history, and even Otoados himself, one to forget for him, because I don't think he's considered 5 goals in his coaching career, especially at the top flight level. Coming back to take the job as the senior national team, the Black Stars, and it's over.
I don't know. I'm reading comments here, and I think Ghanaians are not happy at all. They are not happy at all. They are not happy at all. Some are calling for the drop down of Otuado and his keeper Atizigi, and also some.
All right, so I'm not cutting you, but let me say this: the game has ended in the Vienna Stadium, and we'll go for a quick break. When we come back, I think that we will have a lot. We'll have a lot to discuss, and hopefully, if we can open the phone lines too, we'll open the phone lines too. So don't go anywhere. Stick and stay with us. But let me tell you that, look, Ghana's heaviest defeat in football was in the Jacko Cup on November 10, 1951, when Ghana lost 5-1 to Nigeria. Since Nigeria beat Ghana by 5 goals to 0 in 1956,
51. Even that time was Gold Coast. No team, in fact, no team has scored 5 against Ghana. We'll go for a quick break. When we come back, we'll be on.
What the issue?
Got nothing out of it. Jerry coming once again. Was he giving 100,000 appearance to him? I don't think so. Who took care for the operation that he went through? By himself, probably by his club. So I think that if he comes back before the squad is announced, they should compensate him and take him along. So then you see Real Madrid. That David Alaba, who usually captains the side, he doesn't actually start
All the way now it's going to be a penalty for Ghana, and Lawrence Akinze needs to find a way to handle this. And the Ghanaians are looking to see Sabitza probably going to have his first goal, maybe scored against an African side, a Ghanaian side, and he's got Akinze to deal with. And so Ghanaians now do have to find a way, and hoping at least Akinze is able to take this one. Just recall like that. And that's why he's saying that anytime Akinze is in the court, you can see what it leads. He might want to have this one. Here comes Sabitza against Akinze. Just about some minutes gone. Sabitza! Well, the home side, you have the first goal. Clearly and confidently struck there by Master Sabitza.
Game in the boys, no, as like a mood that captain of crowd, I mean, yo, captain, I mean, him, someone training me, like, maybe I could do it here. Me who in here could be a star boy in here. Me who is a star boy in here. But me fitness like I break it. Me who like Sabia or be like all marks like correct passes like me who started the game. Me who say me fitness no. And now I'm my hair brain. You should see my boy.
And my so boy 1-0 stands at halftime.
But me sure say World Cup. Me sure say World Cup next year. Difference the
Vienna, Austria. Got nothing out of it. Jerry coming once again. Was he giving 100,000 appearance to him? I don't think so. Who took care for the operation that he went through? By himself, probably by his club. So I think that if he comes back before the squad is announced, they should compensate him and take him along. So then you see Real Madrid, that David Alaba, who usually captains the side, he doesn't actually start.
All the way now it's going to be a penalty for Ghana, and Lawrence Akinze needs to find a way to handle this. And the Ghanaians are looking to see Sabitza probably going to have his first goal, maybe scored against an African side, a Ghanaian side, and he's got Akinze to deal with. And so Ghanaians now do have to find a way, and hoping at least Akinze is able to take this one. Just recall like that. And that's why he's saying that anytime Akinze is in the court, you can see what it leads. He might want to have this one. Here comes Sabitza against Akinze. Just about some minutes gone. Sabitza! Well, the home side, you have the first goal. Clearly and confidently struck there by Master Sabitza.
Game in the boys, no, as like a mood that captain of crowd, I mean, who
got nothing out of it. Jerry coming once again. Was he given 100,000 appearance fee then? I don't think so. Who took care for the operation that he went through? By himself, probably by his club. So I think that if he comes back before the squad is announced, they should compensate him and take him along. So then you see Real Madrid that David Alaba, who usually captains the side, he doesn't actually start the season.
All away, now it's going to be a penalty for Ghana. And Lawrence, I think they need to find a way to handle this. And the Ghanaians are looking to see Sabitzer probably going to have his first goal, maybe scored against an African side, a Ghanaian side. And it's got Atividi to deal with. And so Ghanaians now do have to find a way, and hoping at least Atividi is able to take this one. Just recall, for Black Stars striker. And that's why he's saying that anytime Atividi is in the court, you can see what it leads. He might want to have this one. Yes, answer.
Welcome back from the break. It has been an embarrassing moment for the Black Stars of Ghana. Like I was telling you, the last time any team scored 5 against Ghana was some 80 or 70 years ago in 1951 when Nigeria defeated Ghana 5-0 in the Jacko Cup. So it was then Gold Coast, but in 69 years of being Ghana, nobody, no team has scored 5 against Ghana. But today, Austria were able to do it in Vienna. 5-1 with Jordan Ayew getting the consolation goal for Ghana. 90 minutes. Let me get your reactions in the comment section, and I'll be reading them for you. Kindly, make it civil. Don't insult anybody. Let's make this an academic exercise so that we can all have a good time, and that is what I am talking about. So this is Ghana Web. Kindly click the subscription button beneath the video, and we'll keep interacting. Now, let me bring you in. Portia, Ghana 1, Austria 5.
Ghana has been spelled. We actually had hope in our lineup, and in the formation Otuado brought in, we had hope, and even we were expecting him to do some changes after the first half, and he didn't do that. And we thought maybe we had our key players in the match, both in the first half and the second half, and I didn't feel their game. It's been Thomas Partey, Semenyo, and the other guy. I didn't feel them in it, and our defense was very poor. Like, honestly, they were very poor. Our wingers couldn't even take on the other players. And if this is what we are going to use to play against Germany in the next match, I think we are doomed.
Yeah, she thinks we are doomed. Let me read a few messages before I come to you. Lawrence, Otuado will never change. Oh my goodness, it's coming from Isaac Labi. Oh my goodness, Asem Abba. Isaac Ose Ababiu or Heneba. If you do this again, we'll block you from our channel. Which one is Portia is very beautiful? We know she's beautiful.
Hey.
Young man, concentrate on the football you are watching. Which one is Portia is very beautiful? If you do this again, production, block this one. block him from the timeline, and then let us proceed. And another one, Linus, Germany will score us 10 with players like Witt, Sani, Kemich, Musiala, Nabri. Don't get false hope. Today was a disgrace. No team play, no coordination, poor communication on the pitch. Kojo Black says we don't have a coach. Hey, Kojo Black music. Is this the same Kojo Black? Okay. All right, Isaac Ababiu says sorry. Yes, sorry. Watch the game and leave the
young girl alone. Don't be concentrating. George, okay. Otuado is not good enough for results we want. Hey, Ghana, my motherland, is from Emmanuel Kobina. Okay. Richie says they should pull out of the World Cup. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Don't
say that again. Okay. All right. Let me. Lawrence, let me bring you in.
Well, Joe, it's all been a very good exercise for both national teams. The better part has gone in favor of the Austrian national team. They were more superior, more purposeful, and effective than the senior national team, the Black Stars of Ghana. They came prepared, and they got what, they came to, get. So credit to the Austrian national team, and especially the coach. I don't joke with my coaching at all. The coach, Ralf Rangnick, he has transformed this Austrian side to a very good side. And whenever they play, you clearly see what? The handiwork. You see the handwriting of a certain person called what? Manager. Technical what? Head. That is the man, Ralf Rangnick. And players playing to instructions. The position of players, how the players have been planted on the field of play. When a player gets the ball on the right-hand side, he gets up his head, he scans through what? Other channels. He's sensing a decent pass. When a player gets the ball from the back, you see, everything was just working well for the Austrians. We were, hugely dominated and got dismantled at the end of the day by a huge scoring margin of what? 5-1. And I think credit to the Austrian side. They've proven their worth, and they've also proven to the global world why they should also represent at the World Cup. So it's been a very good exercise for them. On the part of Ghana, I think it's a preparatory match. We can also not take that one out. A very good test for us, a test that will, put technical bench on their toes, management on their toes, the playing body, talking of the players, the main architects on the field of play. It will put them on their toes. Where things didn't go well, they are in the better position of judging themselves and rectifying it, and also getting back on track and making Ghanaians proud, and also prove a point coming Monday against Germany. Even if they are to lose against Germany, at least they should show something that if you are even a fan of the Black Stars, you feel like, and then they won't lose you, but you cannot play woefully and lose woefully and nothing seems working. That is, a very, very dangerous situation we find ourselves in. So we can just hope to see a different Black Stars commitment, the determination level, the synergy on the field of play, that fighting spirit on the field of play coming Monday against the German side. And I think that should they be able to execute all this against Germany, we will still hope will surely be restored ahead of other matches we'll be playing prior towards the start of the FIFA World Cup. So let me just sum up everything and then send in this. If this is a coach we are paying to execute this performance, I think then we are still far behind. We are far behind. We are a national team. We couldn't qualify for our continental tournament. That is the AFCON we failed to qualify. We were fortunate to have, making it into the World Cup. Yeah. And we cannot say because the World Cup is the biggest competition in terms of national football, so we should waste money, go and partake in it. We have 3 matches to play in the group stage. Get the games done. Whatever results, you don't care. You come back home as we've been doing. When was the last time we made an impact in the AFCON? When was the last time we made an impact at the World Cup? We cannot spend money and be, performing woefully like this at the tournament. At least we should go and prove a point. We were here, and the last edition we saw Morocco, a national team that had never even played in the round of 16 of the World Cup before, in the quarterfinals before, through towards the semi-finals. What do they have better than we do? Is it about talent? They are way behind Ghana on the shores of Africa and also the global scene when it comes to players we've produced. So we have a lot and much better than most of these countries. They are out there performing better than we do. So it is only 1 or 2 things that we are lacking. Decision making. We lack that. Taking bold decision and also fending or ward off our interest in anything that we do and any decision that we make. And I think that it is affecting our national team. The Black Stars coaching thing is gradually affecting our national team. This is not a team with a coach. What they've given us today, no one can convince me that there was a coach or they went through the necessary training regime before they came up against Austria. And we have not less than 20 technical brains behind these 11 men on the field of play. They have all their technological machineries and whatever softwares to assess opposing teams and opposition players. They are telling us all these things were executed and taught. And this is the reply the players also came onto the pitch to showcase to us. So I think it's so embarrassing, and it's the friendly match though, but I am down because I never anticipated for this. I never expected this.
Yeah,
I knew we were going to lose because they are a well-coached side and they have a very good team. It's not like they have good players or players. They have what we call good team. So I knew we were going to struggle against them though. But 5 goals, and in certain games, a team may even concede 10 goals. But how they even compose themselves on the field of play and some of the, incursions they also made, you can draw some inspiration out of it. But this is the Black Stars. Nothing. All the 4 departments were absolutely in disarray.
Today, our attack was ineffective. Our midfield was blank. Our defense was sleeping. because look, frankly speaking, and I was saying the same about the Malang Sarr.
Yeah.
No, Mamadou Sarr.
Yeah.
That mistake that Mamadou Sarr did against PSG. Yeah. That I thought that he had no business trying to control the ball in that position when he knew that the attacker was making the run. And it's the same with Yurenchi. And I don't want it to be like we are putting the spotlight on his mistake. But this is something that should never happen again.
If you are good enough, you are old enough.
Yes, because look, they cross a ball into your box, and you want to control it with a Brazilian touch.
Yeah.
In that position, clear the ball out of danger.
even in these modern times, there is nothing like he's young in the game. Look at some of these central defense. When did Pau Kubasi started playing for FC Barcelona?
He started when he was 17.
Pau Kubasi is a guy, when you watch him, he's got that maturity, his intelligence level, and how he reads the room. You see, so, I mean, Caleb, he's playing, is this in the Dutch league?
No, in the
Danish league.
Danish league.
Yes, Denmark, yes, for Nordjylland. He's playing week in, week out. And he's gone through the necessary nurturing processes, the basic things to be done in a game situation. From the academy in Ghana, Nordjylland, Joe, the academy in Ghana. What is it called? Right to Dream. You've gone through what? The necessary nurturing, the necessary developmental stages, all the basics.
But is it also time we tell the Black Stars technical handlers to stop playing the young man as a defender?
Yeah. That's also probably
because as a midfielder, he's having a brilliant season in the Danish league. So why the constant insistence to play him as a defender, right back? Or
and you see, he's doing this as what? He's improvising.
Yes.
And you cannot use a developing talent, a player who is
experimental.
Yes. At this crucial moment for a national team. Charlie, no. You shouldn't set the young man up, because a lot needs to be done. A lot needs to change ahead of the German game. And even that aside, post this international break, we will all come together and see to it that there is a lot on our shoulders to execute, to put in place before we step our foot towards United States of America for the World Cup. Because we cannot just go and we will be sitting here, Ghana versus Croatia. We will be disgraced like this and go home that, oh, we are enjoying the World Cup because Ghana, we are also there. Okay. How can we enjoy the World Cup with a performance like this after Ghana playing against Croatia and England?
But if we keep on like this, we cannot beat Panama.
We can't. With Panama, we can't.
Panama, there's someone with the 3 points not for that.
No. But have you been watching?
Oh yeah.
Panama is very.
You watch how they play against the US.
Yeah.
And this is a US team that destroyed us in a friendly game like this. So and you see, the mentality we are going into the Panama game is the same mentality we used in 2021 AFCON when Andrew Ayew after the Gabon game said we are Ghana. Yes, we are Ghana. We are going to beat Comoros and we'll qualify. And we also what happened. So we cannot go into the Panama game like
with the mindset of
because
we have 3 points.
This game that we watch, and you see, it will be difficult for you to say that, oh, this is not a strong team because the constant first 11 that we've been using, only 3 didn't play. Benjamin Asari, Mohamed Salisu, who will not go to the World Cup because of injury, and Kudus, who is currently not fit. So as it stands now, we don't even know the Kudus we are going to get.
Even before Kudus' injury, Kudus was not even the Kudus we used to know. Kudus was gradually off color before that his injury. So we are not going to have 100% Kudus even at the World Cup.
All right, Bosa, let me take your last words and then let's bounce.
So I think this was the opportunity for Atizigi and Otuado to have proved themselves to Ghanaians, because we know what Otuado is made of. We have always been calling him the scout coach, not the main coach.
He's a coach.
we always refer to him as a scout because
currently
but you can't,
he signed a professional contract
you can't
as a
use
coach.
somebody's past experience to you can't use somebody's past title.
He signed professional contract as head coach.
He's the head coach of the Black Stars.
So he should prove to us that he's the head coach for Black Stars.
Qualify for World Cup.
You know.
All right, so let me talk to you about Vienna natural mineral water. When you go to the market, make sure that you get Vienna natural mineral water, and that is the water for you, approved and vetted by the FDA. So go and then get Vienna natural mineral water. And also Ulas Enterprise. Let's talk about Ulas Enterprise. Yes, Ghana lost 5-1, but let me still talk to you about Ulas Enterprise. So if you want a generator, if you want water pump, the drilling machine, compactors, wheelbarrows, etc., there is only one place for you, and that is Ulas Enterprise. Contact them on 020-300-5498, 0248-169258. Ulas ends 1979@gmail.com. Adriano and Portia Hotel, Bridge near 69 American House, and Medina Taxi Rank. You can get Ulas Enterprise. Now it is all about just Chinese. Yes, just Chinese. The Black Stars might have disappointed you, but just Chinese would never disappoint you. A discount is applied, 559 Ghana cedis only. You have starters, cups, sausage soup, samosa is there, spring rolls, special wings, pork ribs, combination fried rice, special jollof, and special noodles. That is what you see on your screen, the special noodles. That is just Chinese. My name is Joel Ishen, and I did this with my amazing crew, Kelvin, Richard Vanderpoel, Francis AC, and Kwame is also in there, Egan, and the entire sports crew, Frank and Benjamin Saki. Thank you very much to Portia Heller and Lawrence Krobia Sante for joining me. We will definitely meet again on Monday, but if you just tune in, the Black Stars of Ghana disappointingly lost 5-1 to Austria. And before you go to bed, remember that the last time any team scored 5 against Ghana was in 1951. The team who did that was Nigeria. But Nigeria scored 5, Ghana couldn't get a single goal. But today, Jordan Ayew got the consolation goal as we lost comfortably by 5 goals. We'll meet again on Monday as the Black Stars take on Yemen.